have this thing on. I look. I look like I have a condom on my head. That's great. All right. Obviously, condom aside, it's not a condom, but that's beside the point. I plan on doing a get ready with me today. There's like 3 videos on the Stephanie Soo channel. I don't know if I'm gonna watch all 3 today, but I'm gonna attempt to create a very complicated makeup. And so because of that, it's probably gonna take me a minute, which is why for once I'm gonna take my time, because like I feel like I've been doing. I don't know when's the last time I finished a makeup on stream, but today I will. Also, hi Kat, Sue of the Stephanie. I said hi Jadine. Instead of 3 hours, it's gonna be 9 hours. Nah. I don't know yet. Hey, first time catching in the live stream from beginning. Hey, what's up, Toshi? Well, welcome. I'm waiting for my hair to dry so I can take this condom looking thing off my head. And so in the meantime, I'm gonna start my makeup and watch some. I'm not watching true crime, by the way, which is why I said Stephanie Soo. I'm not watching Rotten Mango. I'm watching some more light-hearted shit. There's some crime happening, but not like, violent one. We're more talking about like cheating and bullshit. This web looking, I said a condom looking thing. Okay? Because like once I'm done with my hair, I'm gonna put my puff on top of it, and then I'm gonna look like I have long hair. It's a whole thing. You need more black friend. Oh shit! I forgot. I cannot play the music because I always get a copyright thing. I hope the subtitles are on. Mm.
We are back with the part 2 of WandaGate. What is happening in football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. But in case you need a refresher, I got my handy dandy slideshow presentation ready for you. The cast of characters is about to get a little bit longer, but all you...
Oh, by the way, if the sound of the video is not loud enough, let me know. If I'm not loud enough, let me know. That's all I have to say. Why did she copyright some noise? I mean, the music that she used is made by someone. I can play it on. She paid for it. I didn't. So
really need
that's
to
why.
know is at the center of WandaGate, you have Wanda. She is the CEO, wifeager of very famous soccer player Mauro Icardi.
Ah, that's why she's called CEO of all.
Yes.
Thank you, Jai.
Her weakness, though, you have to remember her weakness
Jay
above
Dean or
everything
Jai
else, is the fact that she loves to post on Instagram story, maybe a little too much. It always gets her in trouble. She'll claw her way out of it and then get back in trouble, and it's like this never-ending cycle that just reoccurs for the next decade of our lives.
What's that iconic quote again?
Oh, another family you destroyed, you homewrecker.
Ah.
And then we have Mauro Icardi. Okay, he's the soccer player that she married, but don't get confused. He's not the first soccer player that she married. This is just the current one that she was married to. Striker, loser. Some people call him a loser. Do I call him a loser? Absolutely not. I'm just giving you what netizens say. His superpower is the reassurance post. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's the type of guy where you're dating him and you're like, I don't think you love me. And I'm not saying that to be cute. I think you don't.
There's some drama that she got me into that is quite interesting from South America.
Love me because I just saw some random girl's nudes on your phone. And then he'll like post you on Instagram. And he'll be like, my baby, above all else, my baby. Daddy, am I your baby? That vibe, okay? That's... You don't know where that's from. But then the weakness, Telegram chats.
Telegram chat.
Drama is scary?
Ooh,
yes.
We haven't got there yet, huh?
Yeah, we haven't gotten there. And it's next weakness. You're about to find out. Then you have the ex. This is the ex.
Maxi, okay.
This is Maxi Lopez.
Whoa.
So this is who Wanda was originally married to. They have 3 sons together. And then Maxi Lopez this man right here decides that he's going to take in. Oh,
Wait.
too soon.
Okay.
Don't look at that. So Maxi Lopez decides that he's going to take in this young soccer player. Maxi Lopez is 27. His new mentee soccer player that's joining the professional league, Icardi, is 19 at the time. So he invites him into his house, home, yacht, dinner table, everywhere. And then eventually he gets
steals his wife.
invited into the wife. And they make off. They leave. They divorce.
Wait, can I see his like other things? Can you read it?
Oh, yeah.
His superpower is the ghost handshake. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he will never shake Icardi's hand.
Uh-huh.
His iconic quote is, "He deserves a punch."
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's basically all he says about Icardi stealing his wife is like, he deserves a punch. That's about it, you know?
Wow.
And then his weakness is getting Icardi'd, because remember, that's a verb now.
Damn.
Yeah, his weakness is getting
Okay.
Icardi.
I
He's
mean-
not that messy. Like, as you can see, there's a messiness score, so he's 5 out of 10. Icardi is 11 out of 10, and Wanda is 10 out of 10.
Dang. Okay.
Damn.
2021. Let me bring you back to October. It's a Saturday night. Everybody is ready to just call it a day. Some people are ready to go out to the bars, and everybody gets a notification in their group chat. You got to check Wanda's Instagram story right about now. People go, it's a black background, white text, and it says, "Another home, you home wrecked, you home wrecker." Some variation of that. The direct quote, the direct translation is not important. It's neither here nor there. It's an accusation. Another home, multiple homes now, that you destroyed, home wrecker. It's strong. So people start going crazy. They put hashtag WandaGate, and this is the hunt to find out who the homewrecker is. People are like, I'm not going to sleep without figuring out who this girl is. Not only can people not understand who did this because they're looking for her, they're actively becoming the CIA, NSA, they're hunting down any clues to figure out who this homewrecker is. The second thing that people don't understand, which is like a byproduct of the first thing, which is who would be insane enough to walk into this mess? Who would walk in to the Wanda Icardi household and think, I'm sure I could just fuck around a little bit. I'm sure I could see what's up. What's crazy is that with this Instagram story, nobody's even really that mad at Icardi.
Really?
It's just like, it's not even a matter of if he cheated or not. Everyone's like, oh yeah, he for sure cheated. But everyone is so preoccupied with finding out who he cheated with and wondering who would be that brave or reckless enough to walk into this fortress, this tornado that belongs to Wanda Queen. Okay, whether you think she's queen or not, she thinks she's queen. So it's about to be crazy. And they start hunting it down. By Sunday morning, there's still not a name. More people are posting on Twitter like they think that these connections are the right threads that we need to follow. Everybody's doing like a group project. And it all comes down to up until that day that she posts this, Wanda had been liking a bunch of people's Instagram pictures. Because, you know, like, that's what they do. Like, you like your friends' Instagram pictures. And so they noticed that every single person that she liked an Instagram picture of, she continued to like their stuff and continued to engage with their things. Except for one singular person.
Bruh.
An actress.
Internet
An
people are
Argentinian
scary.
Actress. Now, you would think that's not enough evidence, because I mean, just because she stopped to like it, what if they had a falling out for other reasons? Or
Do
what
they
if
have a
her
job?
stuff, just like the algorithm, never fed her the Argentinian actress's pictures anymore, so she just never ended up liking them? This actress is not just any actress, though. This is the one name that could actually make this story bigger than it already was. This was about to be a very, very, very long affair. But like, how do we know it's the actress, right? Well, Wanda goes and she feeds the press the messages that she found in Icardi's phone with this actress. The actress was saved on Telegram with just her initials, CS. Her name is China Suarez.
Ooh.
And by the way, China's not her real name. She nicknamed herself, her stage name is China because this sounds offensive. I feel like it's offensive. But an ex-boyfriend told her that when she smiles, her eyes go Chinese. Yeah, and then later when it
Okay.
was getting offensive, she like rebranded and was like, no, it's because
Bruh.
It's because my grandma is like part Asian, and you're expecting her to be Chinese. She's Japanese, part Japanese. But you know, so she calls herself China Suarez.
Okay,
And
girl.
her initials are saved as CS, and it's well, I'm going to break down the whole relationship with Icardi later, but eventually Wanda comes across Telegram on Icardi's phone. He's never had Telegram. He's mainly on WhatsApp.
Telegram.
So why the are you on Telegram all of a sudden? And like, you know what? Telegram does have a bad rep. So she's
I
like,
look like a clown.
Telegram. She clicks, there's one chat. She clicks that open, and all of a sudden she's hit with a wave, a flood of erotic voice notes.
What the hell is erotic voice though? Like just making noise?
Or like seductive convo over the.
Ubu.
I send you enough erotic voice, so don't just be exposing me like that. Erotic voice notes, nude photos, videos,
Nude.
super sexual conversation, just a lot of stuff. She's taking screenshots of each one, and what's even crazier is that I don't know if her timing is just perfection, but he had set the Telegram up so that every 5 minutes, everything on the Telegram would delete. I don't know if he set it up and it didn't work out, but he had told someone later, this comes out later, that he was going to set it up so that it deletes every 5 minutes.
And it didn't
But
work.
I don't know if the code didn't work or if the setup didn't work or if
Loser.
he just never did it because he wanted to keep all of these things. I don't know. But she wakes up, finds all of this, takes screenshots, gives it to the press, and yes, it's China Suarez, but here's the kicker.
She
Here's
gave
the
it to the
crazy
press.
thing.
It's crazy.
China Suarez has always been friendly with Wanda.
No.
Oh
China
no.
Suarez,
Is it bestie?
basically, some people say Icardi'd Wanda. We don't know, okay? But they have, you know, she's been on FaceTime with her,
Scandalous.
smiling, introducing themselves to each other, like they have mutual friends. And they've had some messages where China Suarez is complimenting her daughters that she has with Icardi. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into all of it. So she takes screenshots of all of Icardi's messages with China Suarez, sends them to the press, and then she posts her own black background, white text of like, another family you destroyed, you cunt, home wrecker. And people, before the leaked screenshots even come out, they're putting 2 and 2 together. Up until this point, Wanda had been liking China Suarez's posts up until she posts that. And now, if you think about it, that's not really the craziest thing in the world of, oh, just because she stopped liking someone's post, we should just take a pitchfork and hunt somebody down. China Suarez isn't just anyone. She's not like a random actress. She is a very specific person. If you're not from Argentina, the name might not mean like anything to you, but in Argentina, apparently she is like a cultural phenomenon. She's a child star, and she's always been in TV shows that give her the villain role. I guess she has a certain look to her. I guess she has a vibe to her. I think when she was a kid, it's like a very bad thing for the entertainment industry to do, but she's just she's a big character. She thrives in the bad girl role, and whether that's adapting from being forced into it through her childhood, but she has no intention of wanting to be this beloved, wholesome, likable person. She's hot, she knows she's hot, and she doesn't really care if you think she's hot or don't think she's hot. She just doesn't really care at all. The reason that people were so quick to say that it's China before any evidence comes out
China,
is
bro. It's killing
back in
me.
2012. So this is when Wanda is still technically with Maxi Lopez. China is on a different show. She's about to be like the main lead actress on this movie. And there's this woman named Eugenia Tobal. She's like a beloved Argentinian actress, and she's kind of the opposite of everything China is not. So China has like this very untouchable it girl, but also kind of dark horse energy of she's unpredictable. You know those people who are so fiercely independent, they don't have a ton of friends, but then like they have this energy of like, I don't know what's gonna happen if you do have friends. Like maybe you just don't like making friends. Does that make sense?
No.
She's like a very unapproachable energy.
Oh, okay.
Where she's just very individualistic and she just does things by herself and she doesn't care if you don't agree with it. Now, Eugenia is the opposite. She's very vulnerable, traditional, relatable. A lot of people would consider her wholesome. She's been on TV since like the 90s. It's kind of like the actress that your mother would also love and like would want to watch TV with you with. Meanwhile, China, I feel like moms would be like, why is she dressed like that? Why is she acting like that? You know, like this is not appropriate. Eugenia, is not. Now, she just goes through a really rough time. She's married, but she's suffering a miscarriage. And during that time, her husband, Nicholas, he's like the Argentinian version of Ryan Gosling mixed with Zac Efron. That's what our researchers said. And he's like the guy that every woman wants and every telenovela needed. It's like that kind of energy. So they're going to star in their own series together. And Eugenia, the wife, she's suffering from this miscarriage, from the loss of a pregnancy. And I mean, he still has to work, right? So while the public, I mean, they made it public. And while the public is mourning with her and everybody is just trying to stay strong for the couple, while Eugenia is physically and emotionally recovering from her loss, there's these rumors that are starting to swirl that maybe Nicholas is not mourning alone. That China, his young, magnetic co-star, is no longer just a supporting character in the show, but is becoming a lead character in his private life. Only 8 months into Eugenia and Nicholas's marriage, they announced their separation. It's front page news for a week, non-stop. This is all everybody's talking about. And then it starts coming out that he has moved on to his much younger co-star, China Suarez. And this is the moment that defined China's image to the public. No, not even that. It gets worse. That's already bad, right? But it gets worse. There's an interview that she does where she's asked on the red carpet of like, how do you feel about this new image that you're having? Because technically people think you broke up a family and you attacked another woman when she was at her most vulnerable. And she straight up has this ruthless response of, quote, I don't care about Eugenia because she has nothing to do with me. I was never her friend.
¿Confirmaste entonces que ya está con la Cabrera?
Sí.
Está bien.
Damn, girl.
¿Hace cuánto?
No, no importa desde hace cuánto.
¿Estás enamorada de la pregunta cerrada, sí o no? Sí. ¿Alguna traba en la relación? Lo que estás pasando con Eugenia.
No me importa Eugenia porque no tiene nada que ver conmigo, así que no es ninguna traba ni nada para mí. Nunca fui su amiga, así que tampoco.
So she's like saying, I
Jeez.
don't care. She's
All
not
right.
my friend. I didn't, like, she's solidifying her personal code. Most women would think you already broke the code. But she's saying, no, I didn't. Because she's not my friend. So I didn't break any personal code. So now all the women are like, first of all, I don't want to be friends with her. And second of all, since I'm not her friend, is she coming after my husband? Most women being famous women, okay? So then they're like freaking out and everyone is like, this is crazy. Again, she just has like no shame. She doesn't make a PR
I would
statement.
at
She
least
doesn't
try to pretend
hide.
to have
She's
shame.
just
Dang.
like, why would I do something wrong?
So is that like similar to how Wanda moves or no?
Wanda is like a little goofier. Goofy, not in like the mean way.
Hello,
But,
common
like, Wanda, I
sense.
think, is genuinely more,
Emotional.
yeah, like a little hot-headed.
Yeah.
But
And
I-
China is like cold-hearted.
Yeah, China's like, why is that my problem?
yeah.
Whereas Wanda is like a little, I don't know, you know? She
Yeah.
seems like she emotionally justifies a lot of things.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with her or not. But like Wanda is like, no, I only did it because A, B, C, and D, and this person hurt me. Like, that's the reason that I think Wanda would give. But China's like,
That's
she's not my
crazy.
friend. It's giving more a bit Icardi vibe. Icardi's like, well, he was my teammate, but whatever. It's like very like, whoa.
Okay.
We don't even care.
Yeah.
I mean, the scandal was so impactful that it actually even hurt Eugenia because the media nicknamed her that poor thing. Like, that poor girl, right? And it took a decade for her to shed this.
Damn.
Wow.
For people to stop considering her that poor thing.
Wow.
That
So
sucks.
this is the whole incident.
So people must hate her then.
Some people still love her.
Dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
some people still love her.
People love a messy bitch, please. They're entertaining.
Right. I think it's difficult when you're like a child star because a lot of people grew up with her. Maybe there's a lot of nostalgia. Maybe there are people, I don't know, you know. I'm sure there's
What about the husband? Or do you know much or no?
no, I don't know what happened to him after.
Okay.
But like no one ever hates the husband, right?
True.
No one really hated Icardi. They just like really freaking hated Wanda. Okay. So she becomes known as like a disruptor of sisterhood because she has no sisterhood, nothing. And that's in 2012. They break up. Her and Nicholas break up. Then she has the motorhome incident of 2015. This actually turns her into the permanent threat to the
Villain?
Argentinian family.
Damn.
Like if you had to declare an emergency to your family unit, it's China Suarez. That's what people are
Jeez.
saying, because this isn't just a scandal. It is like the birth of a meme. It's like the birth of how
Of a supervillain.
Argentinians talk about infidelity. So in 2015, there is one woman who is on top of the game. Her name is Carolina Ardohain, but they call her Pampita. She's like Argentina's top model. Think of like the most famous supermodel in the history of the United States. That's her in Argentina. She's like
She's
beloved
there.
at
She's
this
El
time. She's
Bunchen.
doing campaigns for L'Oreal, Coca-Cola, every major Argentinian brand. She is everywhere, and this is who everybody loves. Oh, side note, she also lost her daughter, so people are like, it's not even just like oh, she's so pretty. There's strong emotional attachments. People are rooting for her. She's in this 10-year relationship with a Chilean actor, Benjamin. This is like Bradley Cooper when he was like really hot, not like, I don't know what happened to him recently, like 2010 Bradley Cooper.
Wait,
okay?
did he
That's
change?
Benjamin. He's on magazine covers. This is like every cologne company is like, hello, Benjamin? Benjamin? Like, that's how you know when a guy is at their peak, when they start doing cologne campaigns. Because, you know, how are you going to sell cologne? You can't even smell it through the TV. So he's got to take off his shirt. So all the cologne companies are like, hello, Benjamin? So Benjamin and Pampita are together, and Benjamin is about to do a movie with China Suarez.
Oh my God, China.
China!
China.
God, China.
I gotta look China up.
Oh, let me show you. This is China Suarez. Maria Eugenia China Suarez. Position, the third wheel. Superpower, not giving a flying fuck, okay? I can't quote, we're getting there. I was just eating an avocado.
What?
It's like,
What?
the minute you know the backstory to that, you're gonna die. Weakness, separated men. Separated in quotes, okay?
Messi level 9 out of 10. I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole story ends with they're in production, and Pampita reportedly walks onto the production set September of 2015, storms into one of those movie trailers. You know how the actors and actresses have their own trailers, and finds the two together in a state that leaves nothing to the imagination.
Oh my God.
These were the details later further confirmed by multiple crew members who spoke to the media. Now, what happens next is etched into the cultural DNA of just every single Argentinian in the world. Anyone who follows anything, okay? Pampita is publicly reeling, claiming that she smelled the scent of sex in the room, which, by the way, there is a scent. There is a scent. You think there's not? There's a scent.
Everybody
And so
know that
China
sex
takes to
leaves
the
a smell.
cameras in defense of herself, and it was like performance art. I don't know how to describe it. She sits there and she's explaining like, no, that's not at all what happened. She says, quote, and she's so calm. She has no emotion. She's not like passionate. She just says, I was just done eating an avocado. I was just done eating an avocado. I was covering myself with a yellow blanket that I bought from Nepal. And then a person entered the trailer that was just out of their mind.
Estaba la productora, estaba Benjamín, estaba yo, recostada, con una manta amarilla.
Oh, she doesn't give a
en mi
fuck.
traje de Nepal. Me terminaba de comer una palta y entró una persona completamente fuera de sí.
What?
So she's saying she's in a trailer. She just finished eating an avocado and she put a blanket on. And in walks crazy Pampita. Out of her mind.
Oh.
She's like, I was not doing anything crazy.
But Pampita said she saw them doing it.
Yeah.
Other witnesses stated, left nothing to the imagination.
Right. They saw them doing it.
Basically, yeah, sure.
Okay,
That's
alright.
what the reports say. Am I saying that? No. China tries to gaslight the entire nation. She's not an interloper in other people's marriages. She's just a girl with a blanket and a fruit or a vegetable, whatever you want to categorize an avocado. The avocado and the yellow blanket actually
avocado
become the
is
ultimate
innocent.
Argentinian shorthand meme for like a high stakes lie. You just know that if someone comes home and they go, I just asked that bitch if she stole my lunch from the fridge and she was just talking about avocados. It's basically saying like, I know that bitch was lying. Like, I know they were fucking lying, okay? Anytime you hear avocado out of context, everyone knows exactly what they mean. They smell a lie from a mile away. And the crazy thing is, people start saying it's not even the fact that she did what she did. It's the fact that she's comfortable enough to go to the public and say, everyone, 2 + 2 = 5. And then
And
they
laughing
turn
about it.
around, and her and Benjamin walk off into the burning house together holding hands. Like, they're basically together after that.
Wow.
Bruh.
So she's like, I don't know what anyone's talking about. I had just gotten done eating an avocado. Meanwhile, she starts dating him quickly after. They go public. They have children together. They spend 5 years as a couple. But the couple, like the public never forgot. They didn't really get to do the Wanda Icardi special. They didn't become so full force that everyone was like, oh yeah, I forgot about how they got together. Haha. Every magazine interview, every red carpet appearance was like, remember how you guys got together with the avocado? Like, no one forgot about it. This was just like the forefront of China's career. China doesn't care though. But what's crazy is when people see the history of it, China was not just someone that meets a married man on set. You know how she said I was not friends with Eugenia, so it doesn't concern me? That's actually false. She was actually kind of friendly, at least, to Eugenia and Pampita. She would like their photos. She would have nice little messages with them here and there. And she does the same thing to Wanda. She likes all of Wanda's photos. She messages her about how cute her kids are. Her kids that she has with Icardi. And the irony here is delicious because Wanda built her entire empire on the betrayal, the Icardia, you know? But now it's happening to her. She was the original villain who won the guy and left Maxie in the dust, but now China's coming along, and China is someone who makes Wanda look like an amateur. People said it's like watching a chess master get checkmated by someone who's playing 4D chess. People are like, it's like watching the predator find out in real time that they are the prey. And people were like, it's about to get
Oh my God.
crazy. And what do people do when there's two people? They back up the prey. I don't know why.
They back up the
Something
prey.
that we do.
What does that
You
mean?
were just the predator yesterday, but it's because you're the prey today.
Oh, wait,
Hashtag Team Wanda. Hashtag Team Wanda starts trending globally. Globally.
Seriously?
Fan accounts that had dragged her for years and years and years and years suddenly are defending her.
Yeah,
Wow.
China, they call it hate drive foot. Like, you were a hater, turn a fan.
Yes, all of
Hater,
them.
turn fans.
All of them are hater turned fans. Journalists who had spent decades calling her a homewrecker are now writing think pieces. Think pieces on how cruel this is to Wanda. People said that she was the villain, the woman who betrayed Maxie. But the entrance of China Suarez into this,
It's from Ace
Wanda
Cosmetic.
is the victim now. And this is about to become historic. China is someone who makes Wanda's previous scandals look like child's play. Child's play. And you know who's getting out with no scratches right now?
The man.
Party?
Yes. People basically
That's
fucking forgot about him.
crazy.
He's a background extra in his own scandal that he committed.
Yeah.
He committed the
He's
crime.
a cheater.
He committed the crime.
Wait.
And now he's an extra.
Is China still married to or dating anybody?
So she said that they were like just breaking up at that point.
Oh, but she's still kind of together with
Yeah.
someone else.
And then so she like came out to Benjamin and was like, hey, just to let you know, that post that Wanda did is about me. And I think everyone's going to find out soon. And he was like, you think I didn't know that you're seeing Icardi? That's, yeah, how it's been reported.
Wow.
Yeah. It becomes a woman versus woman gladiator match because that's what society
Is that
does. They're
Sukuna's
like, "Forget
fucking-
Icardi." I don't even know if he's playing soccer at this point. We just need to know what's been going on, and it's about to get crazier and crazier.
Thank you. I'm gonna use like 3 different ballots.
Icardi in China, how that affair starts. Icardi and China have lived in the same overlapping circles for years. Like in the world of Argentine celebrities and footballers, there's like maybe a tight-knit circle of 200 people. All the footballers, because we're not talking about all footballers, we're talking Argentinian footballers. So there's like about 200 footballers, their wives, their partners, and then like celebrities who commingle with a lot of the sports people. So there's like about 200 of them. They all follow each other. They all show up at the same events, the same parties. But there's like a massive difference between knowing about somebody and then actually paying attention to them. Now, at some point during late 2020, during COVID, someone starts paying real close attention.
Oh.
One party. The first contact timeline is a little bit murky because we're just going off of everybody's stories and Wanda's story changes every few minutes and like it's just a mess. So according to a journalist, this is the person who broke the story, Yanina. She's basically like, There's no comparable because I feel like everybody in the US that leaks a lot of celebrity stories, they're not really well loved. Yanina is somehow really well loved. So people really like her, and she seems to have a lot of opinions about the stories that she breaks and like lots of verified information. Around 2020, 2021, China is in Madrid filming a new movie called The Lie.
Somebody
With
needs
another
to
man?
watch out.
Okay, so she's filming the movie called The Lie. And she is in a rocky patch with her partner. Some people say that her and Benjamin were separated. Some people were saying like they were separated but kind of still communicating. It's a little bit iffy. And China seems really bored, and she starts scrolling through all the soccer highlights.
Oh my
And
god.
like she sees this one guy where she's like, I like what he does on the field. I like how he plays with his balls. She goes to his profile
Miss
and likes the
Sue.
picture.
This is before she knows him or knows his wife,
She knows his wife. I mean, they're
But she-
so public.
but she doesn't know him.
No.
You're saying.
Like, she doesn't really know him. Like, I'm sure they all, it's like, they probably have been at the same events, but they've never been like formally, hi, let's sit down and have a chat. Like, maybe they
Yeah.
were introduced once in passing, like, hi, my name is Zara.
But like, it's kind of,
Yeah.
if someone is famous, you know them. Like it's like maybe you never talk to them, but you know who they are.
Yeah.
So she hiding him, like she's going in with the intent of starting because
Allegedly.
it's clearly they're married. You
Yeah.
clearly know this famous person is married.
Yeah,
She's like ready for.
She doesn't
something.
care.
exactly.
Dang.
The like leads to a follow, leads to a DM. Now, according to Yanina, it seems like maybe Icardi DM'd first. I don't really know, right? Nobody really knows. Meanwhile, I just have to give you a little bit of context of what's going on. By this point in 2021, Icardi and Wanda, they've had some scandals. This is after like the 5 balls pass. He gets demoted from being the captain. And also he just got traded. I don't know if he was traded or he switched teams or like how it worked, but he was playing for Inter Milan and he was like the lead striker. This was like a huge thing. And then he gets traded into PSG, which is in France, the Paris Saint-Germain team. And he becomes kind of like a bench player in the 2020-2021 season.
Ouch.
So he goes from the main lead on a band to basically being a background singer in just a couple of years. King of Milan, face of every billboard in Milan, and now he's just like a kind of like a background guy. Yeah, and no one's talking about him. Everyone's talking about Messi in 2021. Like he just is maybe he's having some sort of like midlife crisis at 28 years old. He's feeling invisible. He's looking for a way to feel like a winner again. He feels resentment towards
cheats?
his wife, probably because of all the scandals that have happened thus far. I mean, it's like the perfect headspace for a China Suarez notification, right? So, oh yeah. And Wanda's busy. She's going from Paris to Milan to Argentina. She's hosting all of these, like she's a full force celebrity in her own right. She's on the Masked Singer, Argentina's Masked Singer. She's launching fashion collaborations. She's like managing multiple client contracts. She's making money. She's doing her own thing. They start DMing, and somehow that transfers over to WhatsApp.
Now how did
Oh,
it go from
boy.
WhatsApp to
Telegram.
Telegram?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Like, yeah, the
Uh-huh.
Telegram is kind of crazy.
When opportunity strikes, you have to seize it. Amazon Prime's same-day delivery helps you say yes before the moment slips away and turn maybe next time into yes right now. Got asked out on a last-minute date but have nothing to wear? Don't take a rain check. Say yes. Prime can get you the perfect fit just in time to make that dinner reservation. Did your best friend suggest a spur-of-the-moment road trip? Make it happen. Clean underwear and a travel pillow delivered before you can even pack the car. Are the kids begging for an impromptu astronaut-themed slumber party tonight? Say yes and make it epic. Prime gets you everything from glow-in-the-dark stars to a projector to popcorn fast. And the memories made in that spaceship fort made out of blankets, absolutely priceless. Say yes to the moments that don't wait. Visit Amazon.com/Prime to find millions of items delivered fast. Same-day
your money,
delivery, it's
girl.
on Prime. Available in select areas. Terms apply. So WhatsApp is interesting because you get a notification of last seen and online. So when you're on WhatsApp, everyone
Yeah.
that you've added knows you're online on WhatsApp or the last time you were online. like a GPS for suspicious wives and partners. And Wanda has the detective skills of a high-ranking intelligence officer. So China is like, we probably need some sort of digital bunker to hide from. Enter Telegram. This is where Yanina, the journalist, like drops the hammer. She's breaking the story, and she explains that it was China's idea to migrate to Telegram.
Wow.
That it was, quote, more secure. And, Telegram, she says, this is the place where real crimes happen. So she writes to him.
True.
Let's go to Telegram. They open up Telegram. They start talking, and well, you know where it goes from there. And apparently Icardi is recycling like the classic unhappy husband's greatest hits. He's out here spewing
I don't love her as a partner anymore. I see her more as a mother or like a best friend.
that type of shit to China, okay? And it's reported that after this, China starts sending these husky voice notes where she sounds like she smoked 10 packs of cigarettes, and like these cinematic, erotic videos selling him a fantasy, And he's just like escaping into it. And she sends him a message. One day we have to go out and party, you and I, in some part of the world where they don't know you. Ha ha ha. You know what's crazy? I don't even think Icardi liked that message, because people like Icardi probably have a really big ego, and they're like, what part of the world doesn't know me?
Wait,
I
they
don't know.
leaked the message, like the
Yeah.
voice and stuff too?
She
No, I
sent
don't think
everything
they
to the
leaked
press,
it.
didn't
It's
she?
just- yeah, it's just the-
Okay.
Yeah. And so while this is happening, while these messages are just flying into the Telegram vault that's not so secure, is it? China is still online liking Wanda's family photos.
Yeah. 4D
Missy,
chess.
Missy, Missy.
Okay? And then, Wanda starts FaceTiming a separate friend, like a girlfriend. And that girlfriend
Tito.
is like, seems like she has no clue what's going on, obviously. And she happens to have a mutual friend, China, who's also in the room. And apparently on FaceTime with Wanda, the friend is like, oh, China wants to meet you. And so China comes on FaceTime and is like, oh my God. Like,
Meanwhile, China is doing all that with
Yes.
Icardi. Wow.
yes. According to Wanda's story, right? She's literally smiling at the wife on FaceTime. Meanwhile, he's like, ooh, can't wait to kiss you goodnight. Like crazy stuff. Now, we circle back to October 2021. This is like when the Telegram voice notes, erotic videos, they've been back and forth, but they need a little bit more. So they decide that they're going to meet in real time. China flies to Paris. Now here's the problem. Icardi can't just like stroll out of his front door or bring this very famous Argentinian actress into his house where everybody probably knows where he lives because he's this massive footballer. He also can't check into a hotel pretending that she is Wanda. Like everybody knows. So
Yes.
he needs a wingman who is willing to risk it all to keep this secret.
Oh, boy.
That's where you enter a fellow player, Jacob von Plessen. Jacob. Now, this is where it gets Shakespearean, because Jacob is not just some random
Tito.
teammate who's like, I got no morals,
Ali,
I'll be your
this one.
wingman.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He is Wanda's brother-in-law. He is Wanda's sister's husband. Because remember, Wanda
Well,
has a
damn.
sister named Zyra.
And he's also a footballer.
Yes.
And
And
they're teammates?
Wow.
yes.
And he's covering him.
Bro.
Yes.
Wow.
So imagine
Bro.
Imagine
Oh my God,
Wanda's brother-in-law is helping her husband cheat. The betrayal is coming from inside the house. The Nara sisters are up in Milan for Fashion Week, and the boys, no, the fucking the men, okay? They're doing some crazy shit in Paris.
Yeah.
Niggas in Paris.
That's crazy. I bet they probably be like, I cover for you, you cover for me.
Yeah, because what does Jacob get out of it?
Exactly.
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 Exactly. And if he agrees to cover something like this,
Then.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
damn.
So he goes into the hotel room first, and then Jacob stays in the car acting as like a human shield in the hotel parking lot. I don't know if he's like getting her a room card so that she doesn't have to go to the front desk, but he's like standing guard. Some reports say that he even slept in the car to make sure nobody
What the
caught them.
fuck?
Okay, so
Way.
this Jacob is like so determined.
No.
Why is he so
This is
into
crazy.
this?
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
Now, there's no like smoking gun paparazzi photos of them entering the room together, but we do just have a lot of reports coming out from random people in Wanda's circle, in Jacob's circle, like everybody, and they're piecing together that this is what's happened.
Do we know what Wanda said about her brother-in-law and sister and
Yeah.
No, but they will get a divorce, most likely due to this incident.
Sister?
Wow.
Jacob and the sister get a divorce. And it's
Wow.
crazy because you'll see why it's crazy.
Were they happy before
No,
that?
when all of this hits Instagram, no, I'm just fast forwarding again to the black screen, white text, another family you destroyed, you homewrecker, that Instagram story. By 3 p.m. the next day, Icardi is trending globally on Twitter. By 5 p.m., China Suarez is trending, and people are flooding her comments with, "You're a homewrecker. You have no shame." It's like total social execution. She's got the digital scarlet letter painted all over her feed, and Wanda, being the tactical genius that she is, she just goes silent. She lets the internet do the heavy lifting. She lets everybody's imagination and their rage fill the void. And then the next day, Icardi decides it's time for me to make my move. I've been silent far too long. Sunday, the next day, he posts a photo of him and Wanda cuddled together. And the caption
What?
is "Happy Mother's Day, Mama." No, I will say Mother's Day is in October, in Argentina. I know we have ours in May, but and then another photo of him gazing lovingly into Wanda's eyes. And this is a picture that was clearly taken from Milan. So a lot of people are piecing it together, like they're not actually together today.
Is that genius or dumb? I'm trying to like figure this out. Is that a good idea or a bad? Like, I find that extremely audacious. It's the audacity for me. Like, okay, what's your end game here? To try to like convince people that all of that is a lie? Because when it comes to internet, people don't have a fucking job. If they want to find something, they're gonna find it. What are you saying what the fuck for? You ever seen a black woman before? We be changing our hair all the time. I be changing my hair every day. Well, no, actually, but as much as I can. Anyway, but yeah. But this is juicy. This is entertaining and juicy. I love it. No, that's the story. Yo, I'm really sleep. I feel like it's either like super smart or super dumb. Because again, you cannot fool the internet. You cannot fool the internet. If you're gonna lie about something, you gotta make it sure that it sticks, like that it's believable. The internet will always find out. My cat is crazy, bro.
He's posting old photos with hearts and "I love you" and all of this, and these posts will later be memed into oblivion. And Wanda is watching, the whole world is watching, and people are like, is she gonna fall for the bait? Is she gonna forgive him? People are like, we gotta know what's going on. He lets his post sit up for the full day. People are intrigued. Maybe his public plea is going to work. And then Monday, October 18th, in a final desperate move to like prove his loyalty, Icardi unfollows every single person. His following count goes down to 0. And then bing to 1.
Tito says
Only
hi. He's
Wanda.
going in the living room
This
now.
is publicly, like, you know someone did some shit. Like, when they're only following their partner, you're like,
But,
are you
like,
okay?
That's like the best you could do about
Yeah.
like the whole thing, really?
That's what I'm saying. And actually, this becomes a whole thing with Icardi. He has a tendency to increase his followers when life is going well, and then back to 1 when it's not going well. So it's kind of like a where's the relationship status marker for Icardi. So he's only following Wanda. It's silent. Monday, she posts 1 picture.
Cool post one.
Wanda, simple, clean, devastating.
No ring!
Left hand resting on a surface, fingers spread out, and the ring finger is empty. The caption reads, "Good day. I prefer my hand without a ring on it." So it's not like passive. It's
Yeah.
pretty aggressive, you know.
Yeah.
And this post does so much damage. The comments turn into a war zone. People go back to Icardi's Happy Mother's Day post and they're just like fighting like hell. Some people are saying forgive him for the kids. They're like, she update, she didn't forgive him. Like, it's a whole thing. And then under her thing, everyone is commenting on threads. They're reposting her story and they're like, queen, fire emoji, clapping emoji. People are like, what an icon. Fuck that guy. She's so right for that. And then the day after that, she's spotted. Paparazzi spot Wanda leaving the Paris airport. And people are like, where is she going? Is she going to Milan? Because like at this point, home is Milan because he was playing in Milan for so long. So she likes Milan better. So is she going to Milan? Is she going back to Argentina? Nobody knows. But the image of her leaving Paris at that airport, the message is there. She is done. She's over it. She's done with him. But Icardi doesn't quit. He keeps posting Hail Marys. He's posting this super raw, painful caption. Thank you, my love, for continuing to trust this beautiful family. You only heal when you have forgiveness from those who hurt. Then he posts another picture with her hugging and he writes, hold me tight and never let me go. And then China, she starts speaking up. So everyone's like, what is happening? Okay, so China finally goes onto Instagram. She's waited like a week and she starts posting and she says that, you know, I'm just going to read it to you. Okay, so she's like, what's happening today has behind it such a much bigger and deeper story, one that surely many women will identify with. I've had to deal with men whose words I believed, that they were separated or separating and that there were no conflict.
Girl,
so
bye.
she's basically saying Icardi
Girl,
told me that we're
bye.
not together and that his wife Wanda knew that we were together and like doesn't really care. I feel in this situation an internal feeling of deja vu where I'm once again paying with my reputation for issues that are in the personal domain of any woman. So she's like, I mean, a repetition that exposes my inexperience. She's like, I'm just so inexperienced with men. It's not a pattern of behavior of me, you know, entering people's homes and stealing the husbands. It is a repetition of inexperience. And above all, the profound trust I gave these men who then kept silent, letting the wolves eat me.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And she's also like, it's easier for the other woman to hit me and let off steam. So she's saying like, Wanda is mad at me when her husband told me that they weren't together. She says, I repeat, my constant silence to preserve my family ties, which have always been my priority, worked against me. But today I don't want to be silent anymore because I know we are many women to whom this has happened and whom the external gaze judges. Yeah.
No.
And she also says that she didn't provoke anything. She said, what happened is a situation that I did not start, didn't encourage, and didn't provoke. Now, I will say the comments were split on this. Some people agreed with her message. I think, like, it's so nuanced, right? So some people just full on, because they agreed with her message, they decided that she was right. So they're like, go off, expose the double standard, which, like, true, right?
There is a double standards, but
where, you know, expose.
There's also a pattern of behavior, as we say. And she got a pattern of behavior. It is not normal that every time she works on a movie, she leaves with somebody's husband. I mean, come on now. Like, it's crazy to me that she's still getting cast to play in these movies with her track record. Like, at this point, I wouldn't want her near anything where her co-star is in a relationship. So she's lucky she still has a career, honestly. Double standards or not, she is lucky she still has a career. So ultimately, girl, miss me with a bullshit.
The double standard, but maybe not from you. Maybe you should not be the messenger. Maybe we'll have somebody else take over from here, right? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, I think that's the more appropriate response. And then you had the other side that was like, Pampita warned us about you, you stupid slut. Okay, so there was like three different, it was like vastly different fights happening in the comments everywhere. And always, I will say, women do get the short end of the stick.
They do.
Yeah, the double standard is there, but that's not the point right now. That's not the point right now. A day after China's post, Wanda is absolutely not in the mood for any shit. So then she posts a collage on Instagram, just old photos of her. And these are old Instagram photos that she and Icardi have posted during that timeline. So she's saying,
while
oh,
Icardi was flirting.
yeah, she's saying, oh,
Oh.
China, you believed that we were not together? Well, here's us kissing in front of the Eiffel Tower that we posted while you guys were talking. Yeah, and she wrote a caption that says, don't lie and say you thought he was single. I'll take care of my family. Life itself will take care of the little whores. Yeah, so she called her little whores. Yeah, my Argentinian researcher said, you know in English, like little whores? It kind of sounds goofy.
Sounds pretty strong to me.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's like fuck and the Korean word for fuck. It's like even more like dense and strong. But yeah, so she was like,
Wow.
life will take care of the little whores. Then you think,
Did she
okay,
stutter?
we're probably done for a little bit, right? Like maybe everyone will go and recoup, get in the right headspace again, just relax, decompress, and then come up with a game plan. They don't do that. They don't at all, because Icardi then takes to Instagram once more. I think that we should throw his phone into the river or something, or put it at the very tippy top of the Eiffel Tower and see if he can get to it, because he just should not have access to his phone. He posts a photo of him, and he's like awake in bed. And then you see Wanda, who is shirtless, but she's flipped over, so you only see her bare skin on her back, but you see her blonde hair. And she's hiding her face. He's got his shirt off, and it's like a very intimate photo.
Yeah.
But he writes the caption, when you're in a single mood on Instagram, but at night you come asking me for my forgiveness. What are we, Wanda? It's not very clear.
You
He's literally trying to
Why
publicly
are they
shame
having
her.
this argument on
World's
fucking
ending.
Instagram?
While she's playing the scorned wife online for her
Child.
followers, she's privately crawling back to him every single night. But the fans are confused. They're like trying to like, can I tell you how crazy this drama got? People started becoming hand experts, where they were analyzing the
Bruh.
length of Wanda's nails to see if they were taken at the timeline. So people are like, is this a current picture of Wanda?
Yeah.
Or is this an old picture of Wanda? People
That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm like, bro, this is a lot. At this point, it's like a telenovela for unemployed people, okay? And listen, I'm here for telenovela for unemployed people. We need entertainment too. But I'm also like, if it's not, this is just humiliating. Like, who wants to have this such a public breakup slash divorce? Give it a rest. All of y'all, like, these are supposed to be adults. Where is the adulting? I need them to stop. This is embarrassing.
don't know.
Yeah.
So they're trying to investigate and do all of this. But regardless, it does not work in his favor. Fans are pissed off. They're like, even if it's not real, when you have been cheated on, there's so many emotions. Like, you might go back and forth, and that's her fucking prerogative. She can do whatever she wants.
She
That
said,
within
that's my
minutes, He
opinion.
panics and he deletes it. And then he puts up another pathetic Instagram story where he says, I'm going to sleep. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Grand finale, he unfollows Wanda, and boop, following is 0.
Wow.
The guy can't make up his mind.
No, it's like watching a car crash in slow motion where the driver keeps trying to like fix the bumper while the car is on fire, and you're like, just leave the whole thing. The car is on fire. You should just leave. It's gonna blow. Okay, but he just keeps trying. He just keeps trying. And then
I
9
mean,
days
they were married for how long? Like 10 years? 7 years? He realized when she found out, oh no, wait, I don't want to lose the mother of my children. The girl who basically groomed me back when I was what? He was what, 17, 19? I don't remember, but that shit was messy as hell. She is the original perpetrator.
after that, after all, like, it just seemed like the entire country was fighting. Can I tell you a funny side story? My Argentinian researcher was like, this is crazy, because back then when this was happening, she was so invested in the drama, and she had, I don't know, like I don't know if she wants me to say, but she had like X amount of followers, and these are all friends. Like these are just friends and family and mutuals that she had, and she posted something where it was like talking about the double standard of like we should all be mad at Icardi. Like why are we mad at everybody else? Like he should be the first person we're mad at, and then we can be mad at other people. Something along those
Which
lines.
is true,
and
but
she lost 30 followers. She's like, I'm losing my own friends and family to this drama. She said she was so shocked. She was like, what the hell is happening? I mean, this really divided the whole nation.
I mean, it's
People were
true.
up in arms.
The man is always the one who gets away with this bullshit while we blame the woman. Like, girl. I'm not saying the woman didn't do anything and that they're fully innocent. I'm just saying, like, the way men always manage to get away with this kind of bullshit is annoying, okay? It's annoying. So I agree with her.
About it, which makes sense. And so 9 days after all of this, okay, Wanda posts a picture of her with Icardi. And so, I mean, she had been doing this before, so maybe this is an old picture that she's recycling and she's trying to make a statement. However, the caption reads, I have nothing if I am not with him.
Girl.
And the internet said, what did you just say? For the past however long, over a week, everyone has been living inside this drama as if it were their own life, as if they were either Wanda, China, or Icardi. Everybody picked a person. It was a choose your own player type of video game. Everybody was going to fight random assholes online until 3 a.m., just refreshing feeds, commenting back, having internet fights. And you're back with him? You're just gonna be together again? Fans who had been posting hashtag Team Wanda for 9 days felt completely blindsided. Then she does a full post where she explains that she was really hurt by what happened, but they looked at each other and realized that they could not throw away 8 years of their lives together. They had actually gone to the lawyer to divorce, and Icardi had accepted all of her conditions for the divorce. But then she says that he wrote her a letter that made her change her mind. She says, he wrote me a letter like no one has ever written to me before. I gave you everything and you have everything. I hope you can be happy because that would make me happy. That's what he wrote, or at least part of what he wrote. And there I realized something, that having everything, I will still have nothing if I am not with him. Everyone said, be so fucking for real right now. Like, we're getting pissed off, okay? We're getting really mad. These are like the TikTok couples. Not couples, but like random couples that go viral on TikTok where the wife is publicly shaming her husband. And guess what? The public comes to shame her husband with her. And then she turns around and gets mad at us.
I hate those so much. I hate those so much. Oh, they're so annoying. Stop going online to complain about your husband if you're not intending on fucking leaving him. It's the same thing on Reddit. It's always a bunch of women asking the same fucking thing. So, what if I married Satan himself and he does satanic shit? Should I leave it? Bitch, yes, stop. Stop asking us. Use common sense. I hate that so much.
She's like, you don't know our relationship. And I'm like, you just told me he's so mean to you. I was looking out for you, okay? That's what she's doing. She's turning around and she's like, you guys don't know us. We're not going to throw away 8 years of our lives. Like, I love this man.
You know what? At least do like Beyonce. Make an album, an amazing album about it. Because I was mad when she decided to stay with Jay-Z. But I still listen to Lemonade. Because that album is amazing. Left the door in the hallway. By the time you read it, I'll be far away. You better call Becky with the good hair. Like, iconic. But she stayed.
So right now we're still at 2021.
Yeah.
We're like 10 days into the drama.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
And you're saying there's still like 4 years to go, 5 years to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the comments are a mix of shock, anger, something that feels kind of like grief. Everyone's like, why am I sad? Like, what? I just feel weird. Some people are saying, I feel deceived.
Because
I
they
was
lost their
betrayed.
online telenovela.
They were going through it. And then finally they said, I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just let them do their thing. October 26th, that reconciliation letter gets leaked. That letter that changed Wanda's mind gets leaked.
Is it good or
Okay,
bad?
the I have nothing if I am not with him post. The little cozy photos, okay? So everyone's like, let's read this fucking letter. Let's read this letter. Let's send it to all the
I
guys who
bet
are
it
up and
sucked.
see if we can learn something from this. Yanina, she's the one that leaks the letter, right?
Honestly, I don't understand.
Yeah, people said the minute that Yanina even mentions your relationship, just get a divorce. Because, like, there's going to be more shit that comes out.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm expecting something deep. But he goes with the H&M defense. You're like, what? Let me read you, okay? Which, side note, there's a saying in Argentina, which is, love is blind, but the neighbors are not. So this is, like, the prime example of that.
That's hilarious.
Where maybe Wanda reads this, and because she's so blinded by love, she thinks it's great. But the neighbors are watching, and they're like, what the... That is not love, okay? So inside the entire letter, all he is saying is that I gave you fucking everything. I'm rich, and you're out on jets buying Birkins, and I wear H&M clothes.
Trash. You don't know a relationship, girl. What's the reason for exactly? Exactly. Like if it's okay for you to like women go online to talk about stuff that their amazing father husband my husband never worked. No, my husband is unemployed and he stay at home all day and he doesn't do the dishes, he doesn't do the laundry, he doesn't feed the children. He's amazing. And everybody's like, girl, leave him. You don't know him, okay? He's amazing. You guys don't know what you've done. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to fucking hear it. Stop it. I'm tired. We don't care. If you want to stay with a fucking ain't shit nigga, you go ahead. But stop telling us about it. Don't you have? And it's the audacity for these bitches to be like mad at us for like being like trying to use common sense. I hate this. I hate this. Ugh.
And you don't even know that I buy my socks in bulk. What? Okay.
You rich, shut up.
God. And then he was like, and after all of that, you still took these Instagram letters, like these Instagram messages and Telegram messages that mean nothing to me, and you ruined everything. Like, you went to the press, you overreacted, and you ruined everything.
Sure, blame
He
her.
even throws in there, I hope the next footballer is 1% of what I was with you.
Woo!
You
Jesus,
ruined
what the
everything
fuck?
over a shitty chat that meant nothing to me. You're blind and you can't even see beyond the phone anymore. You
So
just,
it's like a very mean message.
yeah, you just look at stupid things and send information to the press.
Yikes.
Everyone's like, this made you want to stay with him? That is crazy. But then people dug up like this old thing that Wanda had said, and she said that you know, the bar is low, but we're making it lower, okay? So Wanda was like, I just want a guy to write me like a handwritten message, love message.
Okay, girl.
So I guess it didn't matter if it was mean. She just really wanted a handwritten note. So then now we think, okay, we're done. It's been a little about a month. All of this has died down. We already processed, digested the I shop at H&M while I'm a millionaire letter. And everybody has kind of calmed down. And then boom, Wanda and Icardi state that they're doing an interview. And it's not just any interview. They're going on the Susanna show. And if you're not Argentinian, let me explain. Susanna is not a talk show host. I mean, she is, but she's like a cultural institution. She's like Oprah, Dolly Parton, Wendy Williams, all into this one champagne-loving entity that like exclusively seems to wear animal print. Like, that is her. She has been doing this for over 50 years. Multiple generations have grown up watching her. She's interviewed the likes of everybody. She'll interview footballers when they're in the midst of a scandal. She'll interview soccer legends. She interviewed Messi. She'll interview Sharon Stone, Hollywood stars, presidents. I mean, her range is insane, okay? When you go on her show, it doesn't matter if you're 15 or 75. On any given night, 5 to 7 million people are watching her. Oh yeah, like
wow.
even your dog is watching her. Everybody's watching her, and she has this way. I only know a few people who know how to do this, and they're not even like professional interviewers. She has this magical ability to ask the most intrusive, offensive question that if anybody else asked, you'd be like, "Oh, so you want to get slapped because you're a dumb bitch?" Okay, but the way
Oh.
she does it is almost like a confused aunt. Like you have to explain it to me because I'm so lost.
Correct. Like, don't waste my investment. I was invested in hating him. Now I'm losing out on that because he couldn't use common sense. Precisely. I wasn't expecting something grand, but not this. What do you mean? Oh, the letter? Yeah, no, absolute garbage. Garbage of the highest order.
Why are you a home-wrecking ass hoe? Like, it's
Hey, just like that. That's good.
I respect
Say that
that.
again.
If anybody else said this, people would be so offended. But she gets away with things that no other interviewer, no other journalist could
for
ever
her.
get away with because it just doesn't feel mean. So Susanna enters the chat, and it's like the Epstein files where all of them be going on like 60 Minutes afterwards to be like, I barely knew Epstein. I thought he was a creep. I met him once, like that type of vibe. It's like you go to Susanna so that you can get the stamp of approval. Because that's the only reason. If Susanna looks at you and looks at your responses and says, no, I think you're lying, then the whole world is going to hate you more. But if Susanna looks at you and gives her stamp of approval of like, okay, I think that you just meant well, but it didn't come out correctly, then you get all this sympathy. I mean, I could honestly do like a whole 10-part series on Susanna and her lore. She's like the final boss of all the Argentinian celebrities. She actually sat through an entire interview with this renowned pianist, and she keeps like showing him these photos, and she's so enthusiastic. She's like, here, look at this photo, look at this photo. He's blind. She didn't know.
What?
The whole interview she didn't know.
Ma'am?
Nobody told her.
What
She
the
just, like,
fuck?
keeps trying to show
What
him
do you mean
things,
nobody
like,
told her?
visually.
That's her job to know that. What do you mean? No, that's insane. I'm sorry. That's crazy.
And then near the end, she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it was like, but for some reason, again, she doesn't do it in a way that's offensive. Like, it was not like this really, whoa, why are you doing this? This is highly inappropriate and offensive, and like, we're actually very upset with you. She just seems like she always means well. So when Wanda and Icardi announce that they're going on Susanna's show, everybody is like, oh, we know what they're doing. They're trying to save the brand. They're saving their relationship family image. They're trying to get out of the trenches and move back on, and they're going to the Vatican of gossip. That's what Susanna is called. The interview is done at a 4,300 euro a night suite in the Ritz in Paris.
Okay, girl.
The Eiffel Tower is just like glowing in the background, and Wanda's in there with an emerald green suit. She looks glamorous, but also ready for some sort of battle. And she explains that she feels really sad about calling China a cunt. She takes it back. And she
Susanna
says,
is
the
wild.
first thing I did after I posted that story was I called China and I asked for forgiveness because I used a word that was not very elegant. Nobody believes her, by the way, because then she later goes on to say the little whore, So I'm like, okay, weird time to lie, but that's fine. And when Susanna asks, like, but were you friends with China? Because that would make the situation worse. She says, we were cordial. And then she does the knockout. If it were me, I wouldn't have written those messages. So Wanda is basically trying to be very polite all of a sudden, very professional, and she's saying, if I were China, I would not send those messages showing off my tits and stuff. Like, that's the vibe. She's giving 5 million viewers, like, I would never stoop to be a side chick. And she's rewriting all of these past scandals. And she lays out how she discovered the whole thing. She said that she had just grabbed Icardi's phone because she wanted to get a picture of their daughters off of his phone to send to herself. And she saw these notifications pop up. So she clicked open Telegram, and that's how she saw their chat messages. And she confronted him on the spot the day of. She scooped up all 5 kids, so the 2 daughters that they share and the 3 sons that she has with Maxi. She goes straight to Milan on the first flight that's what's available. Icardi chased her down, begging her to think of the family and just all of this. Oh, and then Susanna's like, I heard a rumor that he was willing to ditch his soccer team, like quit soccer for you to take him back. And Wanda just snorts a laugh and she says, he told me that, but who knows if it's true. At this point, she explains the whole Paris hotel situation. Wanda says she has known, this is like not a good look, but she says, I've known Icardi since he was 17. Again, not a great thing to say.
Not a good look.
Okay? But she says that she can tell when he's lying. She can tell when something's up. And he told her nothing happened in that hotel with China. They were in the hotel room, but nothing happened. And
Okay.
was like, how did nothing happen?
Okay.
And she says, because he had a really bad fever. He was not in a state to even do anything.
Okay.
What is China doing there?
Exactly. Just taking care of his fever. And then at the end of the interview, Icardi walks in and he gives Wanda like a sloppy kiss, and they sit next to each other holding hands, acting like they are the most solid couple in existence, and they're trying to sell us this story so damn hard. And afterwards, everyone's just fatigued. People have their opinions about the interview, but overall, everybody's exhausted. They're like, if you want to burn your house down, just don't involve us next time. Like, we were just part of the play and we didn't like that. So just go and do your own thing. And then a few days later, China does her first real interview.
Oh boy.
She goes on to speak with another journalist, Alejandro. He's like a veteran interviewer known for long-form serious conversations. He's not as known for gossip and scandal. He's more known for like philosophical one-on-one conversations where he lets people talk for like an hour without interrupting. And so China is already sending a message by going on to him. Like, this is not tea-spilling. I'm just trying to have this it's like going on 60 Minutes versus, going on a chill interview. And the only thing you can get out of this interview is she doesn't address anything. She just says, I don't feel the need to give explanations.
We
I
know.
will only give explanations to my kids, not the press, not the public. I don't even think I need to explain myself to my partners.
Bro, it's giving. When I have something to address, I think I'm gonna address it. Bitch, we want to know if you're a white supremacist. That's what this is giving. Like, girl. Like, I'm sorry, but China, it's very hard. Like, she's a bad bitch. She looks amazing. She's gorgeous. But it's hard to love a woman who has a track record of constantly stealing other people's husband. Like, once, it's already bad. But several times is crazy. Like, actually crazy. It shouldn't be something that is reoccurring multiple times in your lifetime. I think it happened like 3 times in this episode. Like, girl, 3 or 4 times. Come on now. You can't explain your sins away, girl. Exactly. It's like, ma'am, look, I once again agree with the whole double standard things because women do face way more scrutiny than men for doing the same motherfucking thing. But I don't care. I do not care. This bitch is crazy. To think that people are just gonna pretend that she doesn't have like this sort of reputation. Girl, bye.
That's not who I am. And that's it. And people were like, you're actually insane, okay? Like, you can't say I don't like to give explanations to my partners when you have like a very murky dating history. Like, you sound like you're trying to be women empowerment, but everything you've been doing is like kind of not that. So it's very confusing. We're just a little bit confused right now. And so people get even more mad at her after this interview. She gets dropped by a bunch of brands. She's like a PR walking hazard.
Oh, wow.
China's like going through it with her career. Icardi's also going through it with his career. So like he's a repentant dog is how people were describing him. Yeah, he won his wife back. He's allowed back in the house. He's out of the doghouse. But like at what cost? He's being publicly humiliated, mocked, memed into oblivion. He's in a very male-dominated sport with a lot of misogynistic fans who don't think that any man should ever beg for a woman. So all of his fans are like, you're not the CEO of your own empire and we don't like you. And then Wanda, I mean, her fire doesn't even just burn down her own mansion. Her sister's now getting a divorce from her husband, Jacob, who was the lookout. And Wanda is now humiliated. Everyone went to bat for Wanda. And then now they're like, you're just as dumb as we are, okay? We're all dumb. And now you're no longer the queen. We're all just dumb bitches, okay? So everything is just not a good time. Not a good time. And so for the next year, we're in like a up, down, where if Wanda is happy with her relationship with Icardi, it's more posts in the private jet, family above all, posting romantic smooches under the Eiffel Tower. And then he's following a lot of people when their relationship is good. And then you can tell when it's bad because it goes back to just following Wanda.
way.
It's like up and down,
Oh
up
my
and down.
God.
And people are like, oh my God. At this point, there was like one gossip column who was doing updates on their relationship nonstop based off of their Instagram post. And it was like, update 437. Like, what's happening with Wanda and Icardi? But by mid 2022, Wanda moves back to Argentina so that she can be on the Masked Singer, like Argentina's version of the Masked Singer. And she starts like posting with this one guy,
Oh.
El Gante. He's like, I guess, Argentina's version of a SoundCloud rapper. It's not like there's no rappers in Argentina, but he has a very specific vibe that can only really be compared to like an American SoundCloud rapper.
Wow.
Okay.
So obviously much smaller, and it's kind of a sub-genre. Like he does like kind of a sub-genre of music, and it's certain beats mixed with certain type of cultural references, and it's like the polar opposite of a polished millionaire footballer lifestyle that Wanda is living in.
Right. Okay.
So she's like constantly posting with him. And everyone
Girl.
thought it was just a marketing stunt for the entire show. But by the end of 2022, paparazzi photos leak of them kissing. But they still continue to insist that they're just friends.
Okay.
I don't know how that's possible, but they're like, we're just
So she's
friends.
done with
She's
suckers?
still married to Icardi. Then October 2022, they drop a music video. She's the main lead love interest in this music video. It's called The Last Romantic. And the chemistry in that video reportedly was so strong, Icardi books an unannounced flight from Paris to Argentina, shows up at Wanda's door in what can only be described as blind unannounced rage. That's what reports were saying.
Girl, what the
So now
fuck?
people are confused. Is she separated? Are they getting a divorce? Like the status has been changing every single week. We don't know. And according to Yanina, who has been very factual throughout all of this, the gossip columnist, and like the reporter, she's saying, they were together. Icardi and Wanda were having a rough spot. She got together with the rapper El Gante, and then her parents don't like, her mom doesn't approve, her sister doesn't approve, even her longtime hairdresser and close friend doesn't approve. Like, nobody approves. They staged an intervention, and Icardi, he's turning the kids against her to stop this romance because
Damn.
he doesn't approve of El Gante. Everybody's trying to stop this romance. So finally, Wanda was like, you know what?
Fine.
I'm not going to do it anymore. So then, they're back together again, it seems.
This is
So they get back
ridiculous.
together early 2023. And for the next year, it's up and down, up and down. We don't know what's going on, up and down. New cryptic Instagram posts, new crying posts, new jet posts, up and down, up and down. July 2024, El Gante chooses violence. He doesn't just release a new song, he releases it with, you guessed it, China.
No!
The title of the song is called Cry Like a Repentant Man. And it's like a not so subtle dig at both Wanda
Oh
and
my
Icardi.
God.
So it's not just digging at Wanda, it's like about betrayal, regret.
Okay, so this is like Argentina's version of Drake versus Kendrick in a way. Like, this is what it feels like. Now we're putting like diss track. This motherfucker said, yo, what's her name? Roberta? No, girl, I suck with name. The main blonde chicks. He said, girl, here's your meet the gram. Woo, child. This is juicy though, I'm not gonna lie, this is quite entertaining.
Moving on, like the shade is so thick that you can cut it with a knife. El Gante even has the audacity to tag Wanda in the Instagram story asking for forgiveness. Like, forgive me for this, because he's like, I know you're about to be so pissed off. Wanda plays the cool girl card, and she's like, zero resentment, I always forgive, right? But we all know that she's probably throwing her phone across the room. And then China goes on with some cryptic Instagram posts. She's like posting, ooh, I have so much I could say. Like, finally feeling like I want to talk now. And it's just getting messy all over again. We're rehashing the beef from 2021, now in 2024. And then, days after El Gante and China's video drops, Wanda announces that she and Icardi are breaking up. This is their 7th public breakup since 2021.
Oh my god.
They've had like other breakups where it seems like they're falling off, and then, but like 7th public, like, hey everyone, I would like you to know. And we're like, we don't want to know. We don't need to know. We don't want to know. And she posted,
We don't want to know
decided
anymore.
End it, but Icardi and I will continue to be a family. She said, giving it another go just didn't work. And everyone's like, we could have told you that like months ago, but okay, whatever. And so some people are commenting, see you in 3 months. See you in fucking 3
Not
months. when
see you in
post
3
another private jet
months.
pic with the whole family.
Woo!
And then by the end of 2024, pictures of Wanda and El Gante start to circulate on social media.
No fucking way.
Old
Stop it.
pictures?
Stop.
New ones.
Oh,
Stop!
So Wanda went back to the rapper.
Yeah, they're not just like hanging out. They're looking very cozy. Okay, like very cozy. And then this is where it blows up. So November 2024, they go on an Instagram live, El Gante and Wanda. And El Gante says, we've been celebrating 3 years as a couple today. Do the math.
Right.
Okay,
He told
girl,
the
I'm
audience,
done.
do
What
the
the
math.
fuck?
Oh shit.
If you do the math,
Yeah.
they were together when Wanda did that interview with Susanna saying that she's gonna be with Icardi. What the fuck is happening? She's been with El Gante this whole time?
She's living a double life.
So people are like, what is happening? This live is the catalyst for Icardi's total meltdown. He goes from desperate to scary overnight. Within 48 hours, Icardi flies to Argentina, literally squats in Wanda's apartment. And some people say it was like a siege. He had to get evicted from Wanda's apartment. It was like a
Oh,
whole
he has no
thing.
idea.
Yeah, I think he didn't know.
Oh, so you're saying Wanda has been cheating the whole time?
That's what El Gante is alleging.
Oh shit.
He's been cheating
She's
the
been
whole
playing
time.
5D chess.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Allegedly, while she's doing this interview of like, we're gonna be together. And so he's like, what the fuck? He flies from Paris to Argentina.
But what? Okay, but you're saying the rapper is doing the live with Wanda.
Yeah, and she's just like, you're so dumb. She's like, oh my God, you're so dumb.
That's crazy. Why would
This is
they
insane.
say that,
I
though?
don't know.
They know what's gonna come after
Yeah.
this.
And so later in another interview, Wanda reveals the details, and they're terrifying. Okay, this, if it's true, it's really bad. Wanda said that Icardi locked her in a dressing room so that she couldn't leave and told her that they need to fix things. He allegedly threatened if she didn't see him, he would show up with China, wherever China was, and kiss her publicly. So, like, it's not like abusive or anything, but okay, locking her in the room is abusive. But also, like, Wanda has said a lot of shit that is not true, so, like, I don't know what's true, okay? So she's just like, it was terrifying. Like, he locked me in the room. He's like, we got to figure this out. And if you don't want to figure it out, I'm going to go make out with China.
What the fuck?
She said it was a freaking nightmare. She also said that he called her phone 700 times that week. She didn't answer.
Dang.
He started sending threatening messages to her mom, her best friend, hairdresser, and confidant, her sister. Just the ultimatum was, if Wanda doesn't come, if Wanda doesn't want to talk to me, I am going to go to China and make out with her.
Is China consenting to this?
I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because, like, how can people be so messy? Every single one of them is so messy. How is Maxi Lopez the least messy? How is Messi the least messy? No, but
Is
Messi
Messi in the room with us?
See, they couldn't be messy, so they decided to be messy.
That's good.
No, it's not.
No, that's good. That's
Okay, and then hits the fan. November 28th, 2024. There's a restaurant. It's like a trendy dining district along the river in Buenos Aires. And a lot of celebrities go there to be seen. So, it's like if celebrities go to certain places in LA, you're not going there to be low key and hide out. You're being there to be paparazzi'd.
Okay.
It's like the ultimate party scene. And Wanda and El Gante are at one table together, being very public about their quote unquote friendship.
And Messi shows up. I mean,
And then, like, Another table nearby, Icardi is sitting there.
Are you
with his friend.
serious?
2 tables from Icardi is
China?
China.
Is this real?
This is ridiculous.
No fucking way.
This is ridiculous.
Is it a
Wanda
coincidence?
seems like, I don't know if it was like Wanda
There's
showed
no
up,
way it's
so
a
then Icardi
coincidence.
showed up, and then Icardi called China and was like, "You better show up." I don't know, and China was like, "You know what? This woman ruined my life, so I'm gonna show up."
Crazy.
I don't know if it was like that or if it was a genuine coincidence.
Are the paparazzis like foaming at their mouth?
Yes,
Like
and
they're
so
taking out like which table to shoot, right?
at one point, Wanda walks straight up to China's table and says, "You get near El Gante, and what Pampita did to you is nothing compared to what I'll do to you if you stay in my life."
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
And then China ends up in tears, Wanda storming out, and Icardi is just sitting there laughing.
Wow, this is
What the
iconic.
So then the very next morning, Icardi has to go to court for a psychological evaluation. I
Are you
think
for
it was,
real?
like, part of their divorce. Allegedly, he shows up drunk. But guess who's driving
Who's driving?
Wanda?
to
Icardi?
court?
The brother-in-law.
China Suarez.
Oh my god.
Wait, so he's back with China?
They don't publicly say it at that time, but China Suarez is driving him. Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
What is happening?
Yeah, December 2024, Wanda goes up on a talk show and says our marriage is legally done for. And that same month, she leaks the 2018 message archives. These are messages between her and China where China was fangirling over Wanda. So this is when everything is going well with Icardi and Wanda. And China is messaging Wanda, like talking about how her kids are so pretty, even talking about her own scandal. So China is like, the whole avocado and blanket incident. She's like, Pampita she wanted to kill me. She makes the other woman look crazy. It's like another firing squad of people on the internet getting re-mad, even though everybody's broken up. Like her and Icardi are broken up.
Yeah.
She's now with El Gante, but these screenshots, people are like, I freaking knew it. Like she's always been crazy. It just becomes this huge unraveling. Up until January 2025, Icardi has filed multiple lawsuits in Milan claiming that Wanda, quote, stole 7 million euros from their joint bank account. And Wanda fired back with accusations of domestic harassment and financial control. They had this huge courtroom battle. May 2025, Wanda came in with this all pink Lamborghini dressed in a suit. Like, I love when celebrities go to court for divorce, for things like divorce, okay? I always feel like they're cosplaying with the suit and their pink Lamborghini. Like, the pink Lamborghini is a lot to show up in court. And, like, the suit was giving, like, very high fashion suit. It wasn't like a lawyer suit. It was like, it was like the oversized baggy blazer with the baggy tie, the glasses, the hair, and, like, the pencil.
It's
like,
given
that kind of
XO
vibe.
XO Gossip Girl.
I love it, okay? I live for these moments when it's divorce. Not that I want divorce, but like when it's not criminal court, okay? Continuing. Then Icardi, in this whole courtroom battle, alleges that she was sleeping with another one of his teammates. We don't know if this is true, but yeah.
I mean,
So
at this point,
all of them are messy.
Oh yeah, but none of them play like Messi, so yeah, all of them are messy. And while all of this is happening, there is a post that goes live of Icardi hugging China.
Ugh.
And the caption is, they say the best stories begin when you least expect them. Who knows? It's a matter of destiny that always finds a way to bring the two people together no matter how much time passes or how many paths must be traveled, because there are encounters that seem written in the stars. Today, I don't need any more signs. I know that with you, I am where I should be.
Bruh.
And,
However, China does a follow-up Instagram post, and because pettiness can never leave, she doesn't do like a dedicated post for Icardi. She posts pictures of her hugging Wanda and Icardi's daughters, wrapped in her arms, smiling at the camera like a fresh family
what is
portrait.
wrong with you?
And then she writes in text, "Love always triumphs over hate," positioning herself as love and Wanda as hate. She is Wanda-ing Wanda. No, she is the Icardi. No, I don't even know. Icardi.
No, I'm sorry, but that's crazy. You're gonna bring my children into this knowing damn well that they've been suffering for the past years because of this bullshit? That is crazy. How dare you take photo with my kids? Nah, that would fuck me up though. We fighting. We are fighting because this is crazy. You can call me a whore, a slut, I don't give a fuck. But you bringing my children into this publicly? We are fighting. I'm catching a case. That's insane. It's none of the joint account. Is it really? I mean, that's also what I think. Like, if it's a joint account, it's like that's both of y'all's money. Am I supposed to feel bad? Because I don't.
Icardi'd. No, hold on. Icardi'd Maxi Lopez. China Suarez Icardi'd Wanda.
A lot is happening right
A
now.
lot of comments are like, if he only spent all this energy on the field, he
Ouch.
could have been.
Messy.
But instead, yeah. So this is where we are at now. Not over. I forgot to tell you the craziest thing.
Okay.
After China and Icardi decide that they're going to start publicly dating, Wanda hits them with some receipts. She's like, "Oh, love, you were falling in love with China? Let me tell you what was happening while you were falling in love with China. In fact, let me tell everybody what was happening." She posts these very intimate text messages between her and Icardi, where Icardi is mass texting Wanda. "This is how I want to put you and fuck you completely, winky face. The way you like it, exclamation, 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 exclamation.
Okay.
And I know you're dying for it too. For fucking me, and everything. Everything. Okay. But you play crazy. You act offended. You act mean with me. Exclamation, Wanda hasn't responded. Exclamation, exclamation.
Oh,
Will you
that's
give me a chance? Question mark, question mark. Because I want to fuck you and fill you completely with... I want to fill your hamburger with my milk. And then she doesn't respond. Will you let me? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Will you let me? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then she doesn't respond, so he does the eye roll emoji. And then she doesn't respond. A day later, he texts again. Will you let me? Question mark.
no.
Bro, he's crashing out.
This is insane.
Everyone starts. It's a new sitcom. Icardi has been cast as a glass of milk and Wanda's a hamburger. People are photoshopping that. And it's just fucking everywhere. People start getting videos of Icardi playing soccer, but they turn him into a glass of milk and just scoring goals. It's just like so embarrassing.
This is very
People
embarrassing.
Are like, what is happening right
This
now?
is really
And people start
embarrassing.
doing, you know the meme right now that's really big where it's
Where
where
the fuck
someone
is
is
it?
like dressed like an old poet and they're writing like Shakespearean text and people are like, this is Icardi, how he felt about himself right
Oh my god.
Let me fill your whole hamburger with milk, and it's like an old poet. And then in the end of 2025, Wanda drops a commercial. This is huge. The timing is pure poison. So by this point, Wanda is not trying to get with Icardi. She's just exposing him. Like, while you're talking to China, falling in love with China, guess you were also in my messages. Now, a random person goes rogue. There's a model by the name of Natasha Ray, and she claims around this time that Icardi had slid into her DMs in 2021. So when he's like back together with Wanda, and he was sending all these messages, and one of them happened to be a picture of his peen, and she's like, well, and he's got a ton of tattoos, so we could actually like do the
tattoo?
identification work. Yeah, it's like basically taking a nude with your face in it, because if you've got tattoos and your tattoo is in the nude, you might as well put your face in it. And it was very a lot of people who Yanina is like, it's him, it's him. Everyone's like, it's him. And he was exposing very little.
Very little what? His peen?
They said his peen is very little.
Oh,
Oh.
They said his peen is very little. Like a little
damn.
peanut. Okay. So people started nicknaming him, which translates to the Peanut Man.
Oh my
Because
god,
he's
this
got
is
a little
terrible.
peanut. So Wanda, being the tactical genius that she is, she decides that she's going to do, this is around the time that everyone is like, oh my god, he's got a little peanut, but he's also busy posting pictures of him and China moving in together. Like, it's getting really serious. And like, you know that really famous peanut brand in America? Like with
yeah.
the Peanut Man?
Yeah, Peanut Man, yeah.
There's like a Argentinian counterpart to it. And Wanda does an ad with the Peanut Man. And she's just snacking on tiny little barely there, peanuts.
Oh no.
And she just deadpan looks into the camera and says, I know a secret. Okay?
This is ridiculous.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so she basically is saying, yeah, and that is where we are at.
I just know this is so not over.
No, it's so
Clearly
not
not.
All
over.
of them are taking a break from this.
No, it'll never be over.
Like, they're gonna spin around and someone's gonna get Uno reverse Icardi. Like,
I feel like Maxi Lopez has to start dating.
make a return.
Make a return.
China.
Yes.
Icardi start dating.
El Gante.
Exactly.
Like I just there's gonna be another rendition. There's gonna be another
Yeah.
part 3. Just stay tuned because there's no way this is over. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts? Who is the chess master here? Who got
Wanda.
chess mastered and who is the chess master? Because I don't even know at
I
this
think
point.
Wanda.
definitely. is
She
taking the
won.
Chess
crown.
master. Because
She won.
if she really was dating El Gante this whole time,
Yeah.
that's peak insane chess mastery.
Yeah. And then that peanut commercial.
Oh,
That's good.
yeah. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Ciao. I mean, look, you do what you gotta do with what you got, and she most definitely did something with what she got because she entertained a whole nation. She entertained a whole nation. And I find that very funny. But anyway, that being said, I said I was gonna watch at least 2 videos, and so I will. I want to watch a short-ish one because I haven't seen every single videos on that channel. See this one? Oh, I don't think I've watched this one. Let's see. Bada bum bum bada bum 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 bum.
Guagua.
There were 2 instances in the past 2 months where my brain has been melting. It's just been seeping out of my skull through the ears. The solidification of my brain is gone. It is no longer jello. It became liquid and came out like hot oil. I'm gonna tell you guys about both times. The first time was I decided that I was gonna do exposure therapy. I was gonna lessen my social anxiety by going out there, purposefully putting myself out there and going to the eye doctor. You're like, what? That sounds like a normal thing. Don't get me wrong. I go to the eye doctor every year. I get my retinas checked out every year. I get my pupils dilated. In fact, this year I've gone many a times because I was convinced that I was going blind in one eye. Long story short, I'm fine. I don't have 20/20 vision. In fact, if I take off my contacts and you're throwing pickleballs at me, I will get hit every single time. You won't miss. I will
Have
actually.
you told them you're?
I went to the eye doctor because I had a pickleball straight to my eye, straight to my optical dome right here, and I had to go to the emergency room, and then I had to go to an eye doctor. I went to an eye specialist.
Because Stephanie is convinced that she saw, what is it?
I saw flashing lights, and that's when you know that your retina is like detaching from your eyeball. And I was like, it's fucking detaching. And I would lay in bed and I would go, honey, do you see the flashing lights? And he'd be like, no, just close your eyes. I'm like, they're closed.
No.
Just
No,
kidding.
Stephanie claims she saw it once.
Yeah, and then I went to the eye specialist and she was like, you have to see it multiple times. Like, trust me, if your retina is detaching, you will know. However, you are at higher risk for that. So just be careful. Just be careful. That's what she told me. And so I go to this fucking eye doctor like it's my civic duty. I go there every other month. I just show up. I get my pupils dilated. I'm like, is it all good up in there? And I bring my husband. I always bring him because I like when he is sitting on the side and he talks to the doctor. It just, and also we live in a society, I feel like the doctors are always nicer to me when my husband's there. They're like, you want pain meds? Okay. Like everything. Okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. We should write a book on this.
Misogyny.
It's actually fucked up. However, this eye doctor, I've seen him a couple times. He seems really nice. He's also younger. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like this could be good exposure therapy. And also my husband was busy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go by myself, honey. And he's like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, I'm going to talk to this man. I'm going to figure out his life story. I'm going to crack 20 jokes. I'm going to make him giggle gaggle. This is how I get exposure and my social anxiety goes down. So I show up there. I sit in that fucking chair. I make sure that he wipes the thing because so many faces are on there. And I start yapping. I'm yapping away. I'm cracking jokes. I'm cracking a lot of jokes. I forgot what jokes I was cracking, but it was really good. I think one of them was something to do with the ice ages because it was getting chilly. Anyway, really like top tier shit, like Netflix comedy special level shit, okay?
Like this video?
Yes, I'm having a good time. And the very first sentence out of his mouth, because the whole time he's been like, okay, yeah, no, I see. And then the next words out of his mouth are, oh yeah, so my wife has the same thing. And I went, oh no. And then I started getting in my head. This is why I have social anxiety, because I overthink every interaction and I go, wait, I have just been over the top yapping for the past 15 minutes. Like, ha-ha-haing so loud. This man thinks I'm hitting on him. I don't know if that's true, but in my head, it was true because the first thing he brings up is his wife. So then I'm like, oh my fucking God, I shut down because I'm like, now there is this man out in the wild.
Because he brought up, quote, his wife.
But that was the first sentence he said. So then I was like, how do I bring up my husband? But then I was like, no, but that's even weirder if I just bring up my husband. So then I was like really in my head about it. And then the rest of the eye appointment, I said 2 words. I said f***ing but nothing. I just sat there and went, okay, thanks. And now he thinks I'm like a stone cold bitch. I don't know what's happening, but it made my brain melt. And I came home and I was like, honey, okay, let me explain. And he's like, babe, you're fine. I don't think he thinks that, but it's in my head. You know what else is in my head? Science. These are the only 2 things I think about. When the lights go off, I see a flashing light. No, I'm just kidding. When the lights go off, other than the flashing lights, I think about the eye doctor thinking I'm hitting on him. That there is a man out there that thinks I hit on him. Offensive. No, I'm just kidding. And then this. Science. I think about this science every day. Have you ever heard of science? You've heard of it. I've showed you this, okay? I know. Science is the science of eating cake. And it all starts from the most famous tutorial on how to eat cake. You think that you can just put cake in your mouth and eat it enjoyably? Like, that's not possible. There is a girl named Yaka, and she's a live streamer, and she's selling cake. Live streamers, when they sell food, they like to give the viewers a close-up of the food. They like to give descriptions on how it tastes because they need to be able to sell it to you through the screen. So she has a little cake in front of her, and she's like, hey guys, I'm fucking selling this cake. And I'm like, ooh, this cake is crazy looking. It just looks like a normal Paris baguette cake. That's what we call Paris baguette. We call it Paris baguette, okay? It's a Paris baguette cake. And she cuts a slice, puts it on her plate. Her filters are out of this world. Maybe she looks like that in person, but these filters always throw me off, okay? But anyway, she's live streaming, she's poking, she's stirring at this cake with the fork. Like, this is not a pot. This is not macaroni in a pot. Like, what are you stirring? But she's like picking at this cake. To
That's
the
a
point
wet
where
ass.
all the comments are getting frustrated and they're telling her, Yaka, just eat the fucking cake. By the way, she's beautiful. Like, she's stunning. She's very pretty and she's very composed and she's proper and she's like high class is the vibe. And she's describing the cake. The way that she moves her hands is very elegant. It's very elegant. Like, no eye doctor would think that she's hitting on them. Does that make sense? Like, that's the type of person she is. And they're like,
girl.
eat the cake. Why don't you want to eat the cake? If you want us to buy the cake, eat the cake.
Eat the
They
cake,
keep
bitch. Eat the
asking
damn
her.
cake.
And so she finally reads the comments and she says,
Take a bite.
and she's laughing with her assistant who's off camera to the side. And she says,
Yes, I will eat it now. Let me show you guys how.
Oof.
We know how to eat cake.
吃一口，吃一口，会吃的，给大家示范一下，
And I said, what do you mean, show me how to eat a cake? What do you mean? You just eat the cake. And she says,
I was just focused on describing the cake to you, just now, but I'm going to eat it now.
she's eyes staring into the depths of my soul. I'm getting hypnotized by this lady. And she has her pinky up. She gets her tiny little fork, gets a tiny little piece of cake, opens her mouth in slow motion, puts the cake in her mouth. There's like the softest little rim of cream on the top of her lip, and she flicks it with her tongue. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening with this cake?
我们往内切做一点点。
And people are already in the comments getting weirded out by that bite of cake. It was so unsatisfying. Like, what's happening? It's not that serious.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
It's very like... And like her
The
hands
audio
are
listeners are like, okay.
her hands are like covering her mouth, and they're very bony. Her fingers are bony, and they're just splayed in front of her, and she keeps covering her mouth, and she just says,
I'm eating it.
and she says,
I feel the texture is delicate.
and she's using both of her hands to kind of, pull the words out of her mouth.
Mainly, it has a light, milky aroma, and its creaminess level reaches the upper palate.
And she's got her index fingers pointed upward, and it's well manicured.
For some desserts, the taste only lingers on your tongue coating.
Tongue coating.
But
Chinese 舌苔. It's like, the fuck? Okay.
But for this one, the milky aroma fills your entire mouth and even your nasal cavities with the rich and creamy aroma taste. So I think us girls should keep some good dessert in the fridge and take a bite at night when you crave it.
然后觉得它的口感非常的绵密，而且呢，它主要就是一个淡奶香和奶香，它那种香浓的程度会觉得它是直达你的上颚。有些甜品它的甜只是在你的舌苔上，它的奶香是让你整个口腔，包括你的可能鼻腔都是弥漫着那种很香浓的味道。所以我是觉得大家女孩子是真的是可以囤一些好的甜品在冰箱里面，甚至就是深更半夜突然想吃一口，你就可以取出来品尝一口。
And immediately...
So what's funny is like the word you use, it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
But in Chinese, they all have the same 口腔 is mouth.
Nasal cavity.
Nasal cavity is 鼻腔. 口腔. They all end with the same word. So it's like she's almost...
She's trying to be poetic about it?
Yeah, it's like 鼻腔, 口腔. Like that's why all the jokes start coming in.
Let me tell you, this is the most fucking ridiculous cake eating thing. It immediately goes viral. In fact, it goes so viral that all the girls end up going to buy a slice of cake. Not even the cake that she's promoting, just like a random cake from the grocery store. They come home, hide their cameras, and they start describing the cake. They take a bite in front of their husbands. They're in sweats.
Like a TikTok trend?
Yes, it's a TikTok trend, and they take a bite and they go,
Ooh, the texture here is delicate yet dense. Mainly it has a light milky aroma that reaches the nasal cavity, and then it goes all the way down to your pelvic cavity.
What the
and then
fuck?
it reaches the tippy tops of your toes before it eventually exits gracefully through your anus.
all the husbands are just like, what is happening?
我给你示范一下，我会直达你的口腔、鼻腔、脑腔、胸腔、胃腔，还有盆腔。
This is terrifying. Everyone starts doing this trend. They don't even do it with cake. They do it with everything that they can get their fucking hands on.
有一股淡葱香和葱香的味道，它是直冲你的上颚的。一般不好的大葱只会停留在你的舌苔上，所以说我们一定要吃一些好的大葱。那这样的话，你的口腔、鼻腔、头腔、胸腔、腹腔以及你的盆腔。
None of this makes sense. First of all, what do you mean it's reaching your nasal cavity? That doesn't even make sense. Like, people are saying, am I sniffing the cake or am I eating?
Cat, Are you saying that it's your birthday? Go cat, it's your birthday. You gonna party like it's your birthday. How old are you now? 12? I'm joking. I am very happy for you. If I had money, I would send you a gift. I'm poor. But one day I'll send you a gift for all the time you carried me in Marvel Rival. I promise.
Eating the cake. Your tongue coating, that's like the white coating on your tongue. It's not even supposed to be good for you. You're not supposed to have like a thick tongue coating. Also, cake, put it in the fridge and take a bite at night when you crave it. What do you mean? You're supposed to take a bite. It doesn't make any sense.
示范一下，所以我真的建议我们女孩子可以囤一些好的数学试卷在家里。
Happy
当你觉得自
birthday!
己生活过得太好的时候呢，就拿出来做一张，还蛮不错的。
And my question was, Tiffany, because my sister-in-law shows me this and then she's like, isn't it crazy? Because she kept... Listen, Tiffany was going through a phase where she kept making these inside jokes that only Chinese people understand. And she kept describing food at the dinner table in like a weird way. And she thought it was cute. And I was like, I don't know what's happening. Then I saw the video. I got it now. It clicked. And I'm like, who is this lady?
She said, you're never going to believe it. You're going to die.
I said, I'm going to believe it. It's fine. Like, I'm not going to die. Just tell me. Huang Xiaoming's girlfriend. Do you guys remember Huang Xiaoming? This is Mr. CEO, bad boy. He is the head bitch in charge. Angela Baby's husband. I don't know him by anything else.
Ex-husband.
Oh yes, Angela Baby's ex-husband. Angela
$120 million wedding.
Exactly. That's Huang Xiaoming. This is his new girlfriend. And I was like, I didn't even know what was going on. So she gave me the rundown and let me give you the rundown. Angela Baby and Huang Xiaoming. If you guys remember, Huang Xiaoming was the biggest, baddest male actor in the Chinaverse for a really long time. He took all the bad boy CEO roles. He's the one that's doing all the roles where they slam you up against the wall, you know? And then the problem with Huang Xiaoming, though, is that he started doing this thing where he would bring all of that energy that his character possesses. Like, you know, in America, where a person will play a character, you know, the guy who played Kendall Roy from Succession, and then now all of his interviews, everyone's like, he has become Kendall Roy. Like, it's actually crazy how he is the character. Yeah. I think he's gonna play Mark Zuckerberg in the next movie. He's just embodied that, like, boy rich guy character so hard that I don't know what his personality is actually outside of that. And so Huang Xiaoming decides, I'm gonna be this in and out of the set, in and out of the drama sets. And so he would go on these reality shows and there would be these clips that started going viral. So this is after he marries Angela Baby. So him and Angela Baby get married.
Infamously, his line during the wedding, he said to Angela Baby, he said, "Oh, baby, you're in trouble."
He basically said,
"Baby, you're ruined now. I'm gonna ruin you. I'm gonna spoil you so much. I'm gonna treat you so good that you'll never be able to look at anyone else again." He's like, "You're ruined from today onward."
我的 baby 也完蛋了，接下来的日子没有很平凡。我从来没有对一个女人这么好。
And it was just like the most badass CEO moment of the wedding, and everyone thought it was
cringe.
so cringe. And at that time, Angela Baby was much smaller than him. But as their marriage was progressing, Angela Baby gets more and more roles. She's becoming the bigger star. He's going down in fame, mainly because the guy is just so cringe. First of all, he's surpassing the age group where he can keep doing this. Like, once you passed a solid... I actually don't know how guys age. I have no clue. But he's just looking a little too unk. He's looking a little too unk to be behaving like he's oppa. You know what I mean? Like, you either look like oppa, you gotta act like oppa. If you look like unk, you gotta act like unk. You gotta make dad jokes. You gotta be funny and you gotta be approachable. You can no longer be...
Baby, you're ruined.
Like, you can't do that anymore. So he would go on these reality shows and there would be these moments where everyone has to coordinate. It's all like these challenges. And there would be someone sitting next to him and they would say, well, what do you think? Like, should we do this? Should we do this? And he would turn to them and say, it's not what you think. I want it to be what I think.
不要你觉得，我要我觉得。
Which it got to the point where it's interesting because when they first got married, a lot of people were accusing Angelababy of being a gold digger, of only liking Huang Xiaoming because he has money and wanting to advance her career. Now, after watching him on all of these variety shows saying, it's not what you think, I want it to be what I think, people are now commenting, now I know why Angelababy is starring in so many movies. She would rather be on set than be at home. Like, this is, other Angelababy haters said, I actually think that Angelababy is doing something good for the humanity by dating Huang Xiaoming, making sure he's off the streets, because this is crazy. Other people are saying, this is the tutorial on how to be Huang Xiaoming. Next time you confess to your crush and they say you're not my type, all you have to say is,
I don't want you to think. I want it to be what I think. I am your type. Listen to me.
That's it.
Oh,
Like, people
okay.
are going crazy over this. And then you can kind of tell. Oh, also, I will say, there is a clip of him that is now ingrained into my brain. It's just like singed into my skull. It's him singing in English, and he sings, no fears, no hunger, no faithless. And he's trying to say, not at all. But he says, not at all. You think I'm bad at singing, but that's exactly how he sings it. And netizens do not hate him, per se. They're just baffled by his behavior. They just think that this guy is getting crazier and crazier. And you can tell that this is the demise of their relationship, as his entire PR image is tanking. And it's not even like people are canceling him. They just think that he's just so goofy. They can't take him seriously. People start loving Angelababy. She becomes the breadwinner in their relationship. And you can tell that that's not going to work well. People are already hypothesizing that Huang Xiaoming needs a girl who is very submissive. He needs to be the dominant CEO. He needs a girl who's super soft, super in distress. And Angelababy, she's sick of this guy. There's this one video of them where she's pregnant with their child and she's wheeling out this giant cake for his birthday at this massive party. And I forgot what it was. She was like, oh, happy birthday. And she keeps saying his age, like happy 40th birthday or 43rd birthday or whatever, right? Because that's what you do. And he snaps at her in front of everyone saying, like, why do you keep bringing up my age? And she looks like she's about to cry, but she keeps just clapping because it's so embarrassing. Like, why are you screaming at your wife?
Damn, he's insecure about his age.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it becomes no surprise when January 28th, 2022, the two of them post on Weibo, thankful for everything we've had, we're still going to be a family in the future. And after so many years of marriage, I think like 6 years of marriage, they are officially getting divorced. I will say very early on in the divorce news, people were very split on which side of the partnership that they want to take. Are they going with mommy or are they going with daddy? That's what the fan base is thinking. Who are you going with in the divorce? A lot of people still just don't like Angelababy. I honestly don't know why people don't like Angelababy. I mean, maybe I'm forgetting something, but every time I come across her, she seems so unproblematic.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
Really don't know
but she has such a big group of haters. I don't know.
Yeah.
So some people are like, I just don't like Angelababy. I'm going with daddy. Other people are like, he's so cringe. And like, Angelababy's been growing on me. Her work ethic is great. She's doing her own thing now. I'm going to go with Angelababy. And then eventually everything falls apart because it just gets worse. Everyone starts siding with Angelababy to the point where Huang Xiaoming has to apologize publicly and one of his movies tanks completely.
This is right after the divorce?
Yes, right after the divorce, February 15th of 2022. Few months after the divorce, there are rumors that Huang Xiaoming is dating a new woman. And there are rumors that, okay, so people are like, we don't really know who she is. And then some people are saying, we think it's Yake. And everyone's like, who the fuck is Yake? We don't know her. Yeke, sorry. Yeke. Okay, we don't know her. So as a result, netizens, they start searching and then they start looking into them because they're like, okay, she looks like she has a social media presence. She kind of acts like an influencer. So maybe we can figure some things out. February 15th, 2022. This is like a month after the divorce announcement. Both of them go on to post on social media showing what looks like the same style of sweet dumplings. It's like a type of food. And it looks like they're making the same food and the aluminum cooking table looks the same. It looks like they're on some sort of cooking class together. Then March. The next one, they have White Valentine's Day. Yucca is posting about this flower that she received, and it's showing in front of a hotel room view. But then when you go onto Huang Xiaoming's social media, he's also filming at that hotel. He has work obligations, and he's staying at that hotel.
Damn, I'm telling you, these netizens are good.
March,
I could never
same
be
month.
me, bro.
Okay, Huang Xiaoming goes to the city of Dali to film a movie. Yeke also happens to be in Dali taking pictures and posting them all over social media around the same time. And then they're both spotted in Fujian. And as this is all developing, originally, Huang Xiaoming, he's the celebrity. I mean, Yeke, if anything, she's like an influencer, so not really a big deal. If anyone has to post any sort of clarification or any sort of statement, it's going to be Huang Xiaoming because he's the A-list celebrity. He just got out of the divorce. His fans are looking to him for comment. He stays quiet, but out of nowhere, Yeke's very small influencer page posts an official statement. Actually, I have been single for a while. Although I haven't found the best love, I did have a family and a friendship. And I just hope that you guys know that I'm not dating anyone right now. And everyone's like, well, no one really asked like that. Like, they were asking Huang Xiaoming, but they weren't asking you. And like, it's really weird that you're posting this statement. In fact, it feels like you're posting this statement to tell us that you are dating Huang Xiaoming. And that
Like she want more people to talk about
Yes.
dating and Huang Xiaoming's dating and
Yeah, and then also it's like no one was really asking for a statement. So like the fact that you're giving a statement is giving me some type of vibe. And netizens also found out that Yaka's divorce time was around the same as Huang Xiaoming's. So she was married to a guy, a very rich guy, and they do have a child together, but they get divorced around January of 2022, which is around the time that Huang Xiaoming gets divorced. And then if you look at their profile pictures on WeChat, they changed it to be the same picture.
wow.
Okay, so his is like a cat. And if you look at the full picture of this animated cat, it's like another kitten looking at the cat. And she is the other kitten. But you can't see it in their profile pictures. But if you find the original image, it's like two cats looking at each other.
Wow. So the rumor was that they're already talking before both of them got divorced, right?
Yeah, people think that they're dating even prior to this. Because if you go back to when he was still married to Angela Baby, she posted on a different Valentine's Day a picture. It's like a drawing. And it's of a guy and a girl. The girl is asking, "Are you cheating on me?" And the boy answers, "No, I'm not." And the caption beside them is, "The truth is not important. Happy Valentine's Day."
That is
Oh.
crazy.
And so people thought it
Just some Chinese celebrity drama. Nothing crazy.
was just like an artistic photo that she's posting, but then now they're like, okay, it's clicking. Some people had some rumors back then, but this is just confirming because they have this massive digital footprint. Like at one point, they found that in his RV, his trailer, when he's on set, there's this green mini Kelly, like a purse that's always there, and it all links back to her, and it's like a very specific
Link
shade
back
of
to
green.
Yeke, because she also has a small bag.
Yes.
That looks exactly the same.
Exactly the same, and it's like the exact shade of green, and it's like not a very common shade of green apparently. So this is a big deal. People start freaking out, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all of the new articles that start getting posted online are not about Huang Xiaoming cheating on Yeke or Yeke this or Angela Baby this. It's just about Yeke's beauty. So again, this is just like a random
Yeke's
influencer,
beauty?
and all of the titles and the articles would now read, Yeke's face is amazing. If you look closely, she looks like 50% Angela Baby, 30% Li Fei. Yeah, like another one of another ex of Huang Xiaoming's, who is also a very famous celebrity.
Oh, I don't know then.
And then her big eyes resemble another person who looks like Huang Xiaoming's, basically saying like the article would literally write verbatim, even Huang Xiaoming is not even good enough for Yeke.
Oh, okay, girl.
Because she's
What?
just so hot. She's like the hottest combination of all of his exes combined. Like takes the hottest parts of every single one of his ex-girlfriends, combines them into one face, and he is undeserving of that face.
Isn't that like plastic surgery though? Like, I know it's not as prevalent in China, but like, you're gonna tell me that Yeke was born like that? No offense, but she wasn't born like that. I'm just saying, she's allowed to be beautiful, and I'm sure she loves like her look, but like, I just think like Chinese. I never really understood Chinese like beauty ideal. They're very weird to me, but that's because I'm black. their obsession with being pale as a ghost never made sense to me.
Now, at this point, people are like, what the f is going on with these articles? Because again, you're like an influencer. No one's thinking that. And also, if like people are saying if you conventionally put her up against other celebrities, she doesn't have as much aura as any of his ex-girlfriends. Not that we're comparing women, but like what the hell are these articles coming from? People are also trying to figure out who the hell even is she?
So are we saying that she paid for these articles to be written?
Absolutely. That is my personal belief and opinion, and you cannot change my mind without some sort of official document that has been notarized. I'm being so for real. Like, there is no way. There's no way. They even start coming out with like those celebrity bios, you know, like celebrity birth dates. Do you know those websites that are just always inaccurate? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm
famous birthday. And
yeah.
stuff.
I'm born in South Korea. like, I'm like, okay.
You're not.
I'm not. But a lot of them are like, no, she's from South Korea, originating from South Korea. And I'm like, I mean, I guess, but
Yeah.
is my English that bad?
So, but you know, it all adds up. So right now, the image is like she's like doing a lot of
Mind games.
Mind games.
It gets even crazier. So then all these articles start popping up about how hot she is, how she has the perfect proportions, how if you had to go to a doctor, that's like, if you had to surgically pick the most beautiful face in the world, who would it be? And it's like, oh, it's this random ass influencer named Yeka that nobody's ever heard of. It's going to be her. And then new articles start popping up because they're like, we need to have some depth to this persona. And it's all about Yeka, born in 1992. She's a few years, 15 years younger than Huang Xiaoming. She's a Douyin influencer with over 800,000 followers, which I know I said small influencer, and Tiffany was saying, listen, don't get offended, but China is so big, okay?
Yeah.
We've got like 1 billion
800,000 is not that big.
Under 1 million, you're kind of a micro influencer.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, shit.
That's crazy.
And so I was like, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so not going there. Okay, so she's like, you're just like, it's just a thing. Like, they even have like 1 million follower club. So like, once you hit 1 million, you're like a certified influencer. You can go around and say, oh, I'm an influencer, right? But under 1 million, it's like a side hobby, she's saying. So it's really cutthroat. So she's got 800,000 followers, but now there are all these crazy articles written about her that are uplifting her. I mean, usually when an influencer dates...
I'm actually so surprised it took you like, I guess, 1 hour and a half to complete the makeup. I know, right? I didn't think it would take me. I'm not fully done, but I am almost done, and I am also surprised. I thought the eyes would take me longer than that. I'm trying to look like a bird. Isn't working. But I have a reference. That was my reference. Obviously, I can Photoshop my eyes IRL, you know. I can make the eyes look like what they look like on Pinterest. But that was my reference. I think it's not too bad. The only thing missing is the highlighter and the lashes, and then I'm done. So, yeah. That Macau bird. Macau! What's that? What's that Macau bird? Let me. Macau bird. Oh, a perroquet. That's what they're called in French. A perroquet. Sorry. Yeah, no, I see. I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah. Kinda. I see it. That's a good reference. I like it. I just like to get inspired by Pinterest.
It's a celebrity. It's like, what the f does she even do? Make videos? It's like crazy, you know? But they're all like, you know, she is considered one of the most beautiful
her PR
influencers.
team working overtime.
Her PR team is working overtime for real.
To announce the dating. Oh.
So they're talking about how she started on Douyin and she's so wealthy that she's just different. And she's not really someone who needs the internet fame. She just likes to post her daily life. And naturally, because she's so beautiful and stunning and because she drives a Rolls Royce, people naturally started following her. And it was like an unexpected surprise. She's attended an elite private school since kindergarten. She graduated from Shenzhen University, which is huge, with a major in broadcasting and hosting.
I know this one.
Okay.
She's a podcaster.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, this one is really bad. He's giggling, and I'm just gonna give you a spoiler alert. So people were able to hunt down all this information later on because they're like, I don't know. It just sounds too crazy. Like, she sounds like she has the resume
beautiful to be
written
true.
by a Chinese mother. Like, a mother who's like,
What do I want my daughter to grow up to be? I'm gonna write the resume right now.
that's what it sounds like. Turns out Shenzhen University does not even have a major in broadcasting and hosting. Turns out she failed too many classes. She didn't even graduate from Shenzhen University. But I feel like you already knew that. She once showed off having a limited edition bag that's worth like $1 million. Okay.
That's in the article too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, she's like $1 million bag. I think
$1 million bag holder.
Yes. She's not in the 1 million follower club yet, but she has $1 million bag. So it doesn't even matter at this point.
Wait, can a bag
became
even
TV
cost
host.
$1 million? I don't think there's such a thing. Like, what do you mean? Like, does it come with a private jet? Is it like a bundle? Cause there ain't no bag worth $1 million. So if that bag doesn't come with a private jet, I don't want it. Cause that's crazy. What the fuck am I gonna do with a $1 million bag? Clumsy like I am, I'm probably gonna fucking forget it somewhere.
In 2013, no one really knows anything about that. She married her first wealthy husband, Marx
Her first
Wong.
wealthy
His name is
husband?
Marx. His family is in the mining business. He bought her a luxury house worth more than $3 million. The wedding was very luxurious. All the
Damn,
invited
people,
guests.
like, know everything.
Why do you think they know everything?
Because she wrote it.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like if
She
you ever see
lied.
an article that's like Stephanie Soo likes to color coordinate her underwear drawer with pink, purple, lilacs in descending ombre color coordinated order. I mean, you better believe that I had some involvement in that because, like, who else would know that?
No, or people make shit up all the time.
Yes, but this
That
one,
too.
it's her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Also, I don't color coordinate my underwear drawer. Like, if you saw my underwear drawer, you open it up. I don't even fold them. Please leave it in the comments. Do you fold your underwear?
No.
I actually think folding underwear is the biggest waste of time ever because think about it. No one is seeing the underwear drawer. And then you know how, like, I did think about this before too. You know the little things where you
Who
have
cares
the dividers where you put each
about my
undie?
underwears?
And I'm like, I also don't see the point in that.
I don't even wear underwears. Most of the time, I wear things so I don't have to wear underwears. These are the only underwear that I wear. Most of the time, I put like pajama pants, leggings, or whatnot. I'm not stuffing my fucking pants, like my pajama pants, with an additional layer when I know damn well I'm not going outside. Waste.
So I got these two bins. One is for I'm feeling hot and one is for I'm not feeling hot. That's pretty much it. That's my categorization of my undies. And he already knows too, because I open up that drawer, I go from this bin and he's like, oh, she's feeling hot. Okay.
What?
Like you just know. Do you know which ones are hot and not?
They're all hot.
Stop it!
What do you
You're
mean?
so sick and gross. What's wrong with you?
Especially those like the really big.
Wait, no, you're gonna die because I got these really comfortable undies, but they're made out of this really it's like stiff material. I put them on, and he's like, "It looks like you stuffed toilet paper tissue into
Damn.
your undie." But he did say it was hot, so I put them in the hot bucket. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, she was definitely working with these people for these articles. Netizens also did find, because people are saying that this is just very strange. This is very strange. At this point, nobody really thought weirdly of Yeke until these articles start coming out. They start digging into her. There is a picture of Yeke with her first husband and Angela Baby. They went to some sort of event, Angela Baby's there, and they end up taking a picture together. And then she ends up dating Angela Baby's ex-husband.
Mhm.
People are like, this is giving me some weird shit. It's giving me some weird energy.
Like
It's giving she's plotting. She wants her life. She wants to be Angela Baby number 2. And why does she look so much like Angela Baby? Everyone is saying she looks like she went to the doctor and said, can you make me look like Angela Baby? And then that's what the doctor did. I will give you something too. People were asking in the comments if she has had any work done. And
Yes. Obviously.
You know what? I'm gonna save that for a second. But first, we gotta go back into her first marriage. So all of these articles are talking about how she's a female entrepreneur. She's the director of these massive companies. She only drives around in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. She has luxury cars. Her quality of life is fantastic. All of these things, and everyone's wondering, why would she even get a divorce? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. Turns out her first husband, the articles state, cheated on her with a small influencer. And then he offered her $14 million as a divorce settlement. And she said, I don't even need it.
Wow.
Bitch, shut the fuck
I
up.
don't even need it. You know,
Shut
just
up.
let's sign the papers. And so all of this
Girl, please.
goes public. And everyone is like, okay, we're going to look into you. And they don't really find anything about her. They just find pictures of her where she's just going on vacation and is driving a Rolls Royce. But throughout the rest of the year, there's so many pictures of her and Huang Xiaoming going to different places. She keeps posting very suggestive photos where it makes it seem like she's wearing a diamond ring, and now everyone's like, oh my god, are they engaged? And it gets to the point where now Huang Xiaoming feels like he has to say something. And it's all because Yeke posts first. She posts a screenshot of Huang Xiaoming and his team talking to her, where she tells them, I'm going to say something about the rumors, like, I'm going to shut it down. And then he's like, no, I will do it. She posts that screenshot. I don't know if she was trying to make us believe that she posted that accidentally, because later she deletes this screenshot.
Okay, context, right?
Yeah.
There's some
You need
rumors,
what?
everyone's talking about maybe they are dating, maybe they're not, whatever. Out of nowhere, boom, a post of a screenshot of a conversation between her and Huang Xiaoming's team.
A private conversation.
And that's the only context she gave. She said, I'm gonna say something and shut it down.
Exactly.
And Huang Xiaoming said, no, baby,
I'm going to shut it down.
I will do it. I will shut it down.
And then immediately after, he goes on Weibo and he says, sorry for taking up public resources, but everyone can stop guessing. We are together. Heart. Then
Nobody, and I mean nobody, is saying no to a $14 million divorce settlement, okay? Nobody. Not even Jeff Bezos. That motherfucker is fucking hungry for money. Nobody. That's crazy. That's generational money.
15 minutes later, he edits the message and tags Yeke. Yeke then
He
goes...
forgot to tell people who is he with. We are together. Wait, hold up.
I am together with this one. Come here, let's take a picture. Okay, so he forgets to
He's
tell
like-
everyone.
He's like, it's all about me.
Yeah, he's like, who cares?
Who cares?
Oh, it takes 2 to be in a partnership? Okay, fine. Let me tag her. And then immediately after that, she deletes the group chat screenshot that she had posted. So people feel like she posted that to pressure him into saying that they're dating.
Oh, that makes sense.
Exactly.
She's saying, I'm gonna say something now because the rumor is getting too big. So let me announce it, or let me get some conversation.
Exactly. And she becomes a sensation overnight. She gains another 100,000 followers overnight. Still not in the million follower club, although I do think she is now after her cake eating shenanigans. But yeah, she becomes the... Okay, so for the first month after it goes public, everyone's like, no, this girl is weird. We think she's a clout chaser. We think she's a gold digger. And she's just kind of sus. I don't know if she's from an elite kindergarten private school who then grew up and went to Shenzhen. Like, but nobody really cares about her like that. They're just like, I don't know, it's weird. Some people are just saying that he went down after Angela Baby, like he's settling for less. Some people think like they just don't like them because they were allegedly maybe cheating while he was still married to Angela. Like there was just not a positive connotation with either of them. It was just like, whatever, who cares about either of them? Let them do their thing. A month after that though, everything changes because she decides to eat a fucking cake on live stream. And this cake changes everything because she is now... It is a new termed coin, Ka-science.
Okay, her name is Ye Ke. Science in Chinese is 科学. Even though both has ke in there, they're completely different spelling. People just replace the word. Now it's like 科学. Like her last name still sounds like science. So they say whatever she's doing, it's a form of science.
Oh, it is a science. Her eating cake is a science. People started putting that cake video up side by side with Angelababy, who's eating dessert. So Angelababy did like a big magazine shoot, and she is making this like cream puff. And she was like, this is definitely a very high calorie way to eat it because she's spreading cream and jam. And then she takes a big hearty bite and she's like, but it's so good. This is like one of my favorites. And so people are like, I feel like that's classy.
Whereas this whole like nasal, in the nasal cavity, in the pelvic region, like you can pretty much, it goes all the way up until you can feel it in your neural pathways.
And all that's in your brain is a slice of cake. Just circling around is the cake.
Also, the way she say that, all the girls should save or collect a piece of fine dessert in your fridge. In the late night, you take a bite. It's almost like
it's like a wine.
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? It's just a piece of cake.
And then people were actually like, okay, it sounds like wine, right? And people found sommeliers or whatever online, and they describe wine like that. So this girl went online.
Okay, you know what? You're gonna egg with that.
You know, wine is like the most pretentious way. I love wine people, whatever. Do your thing. Who cares? Literally, who cares? No one cares. I don't care. I just get very anxious when they like pour a sip at those really fancy restaurants, and then the person is just like standing there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I go, so good. Keep pouring. Like, I don't know what to do, okay? That's the only time I hate wine people. Like, why are you breathing down my neck? I already ordered it. You're already gonna charge me for it. It's just like pour it in the glass and then walk away. But instead, I don't know if I'm supposed to like spin it around the cup. Some people are like, you gotta smell it.
You gotta do what Ye Ke's doing.
Yeah, like you gotta do the nails, the pinky.
Hitting my neural pathway.
And then I just start
pelvic
gargling
floor.
it. Yeah. I'm like, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom with it real quick.
What?
I don't know what I'm doing. And so people went to these wine videos and they describe wine the way that so apparently tongue coating is a big thing in wine. Nasal cavity is a big thing in wine. Aroma is a big thing in wine. Like, I mean, which is so valid because you don't go to fucking Heidi Lau and you're like, the aroma. You know what? I'm gonna be such a menace. I'm gonna go eat hot pot one day and I'm gonna start being yucca. I'm gonna start being the tomato. See, the firmness is soft to the point where when it goes down and travels the esophagus, you can almost feel it stop in your chest and take a beat before it goes down into the intestines where it leaves you with.
These people never watch the manga Food War, and it shows. Food War will tell you how to describe food. It's gonna tell you exactly what to say when you have a food-gasm. Just watch Food War. Maybe you should watch Food War too.
This almost ketchupy aroma because of the tomato flavor profile is already so sweet. It's almost like the sugar in the ketchup. It's Heinz. Like,
but every time we eat hot pot Heidi Lau, the next day we feel it. We feel the aroma. We feel the aroma in the other end.
Honey, I'm trying to be classy.
Crazy.
That's actually crazy because I'm trying to be classy right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It actually hits the pelvic cavity.
No,
What is it? Pelvic floor?
It does hit the pelvic cavity. We were talking to one of our arm researchers, and she was like, "Oh yeah, no, I've had spicy food before," and I'm like, "Oh, you haven't had hot pot." The next day, she comes in and she's like, "So, I had to take off all of my clothes while I was on the toilet because I was sweating." She's like, I was like fighting, and I was sweating, I was drenched, I had to take off my shirt, I was like having the shakes on the toilet. Yeah, but now she a hot pot connoisseur. Yeah. She eats hot pot like us now, but it took her a minute. Yeah, it took her some time. So it's cause science. Even when she's asked about simple things like, do you use a beauty filter? Because let me tell you, you take one look at her video, beautiful girl, I'm not judging anybody's looks, I don't care. But you're using a beauty filter. And she just says,
I'm not using a beauty filter. I only turned on 15% face slimming.
which all the viewers went, question mark, question mark, question
That's
mark.
called a
Like,
beauty
what do you
filter.
mean 15% face slimming? Other people are asking.
She didn't max it out. She said, I could have turned into ET.
Yeah, but she said, you're welcome. I'm doing this for you, so you don't feel shitty about yourself. I only got 15% slimming done.
Oh wow,
这么
thanks.
开美颜，其实我瘦脸才开了15。
And everyone is like, what is happening? Also, like, your face is very blurry, so like we think that you got a face filter on, which is totally fine, but like you could just say that. So then someone asks her during the live stream, did you get any work done on your face? And she denies it. And she said all those before photos that are online, those are edited to make me look bad, and that's actually not true.
Girl.
And then later she's like, okay, fine, I did do a little bit, really did not do much. And she starts using Chinese and English. So she'll say things like, do, and then like a little bit, and then she'll say, really did not do much in English. Like, it's just like
So she's mixing Chinese and English. And then the English she chose is do. I didn't do much.
Yeah.
So it's like in Chinese it would be like, I didn't 做 much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only 做一点点. Like a little
Yeah.
bit. Like it's like a really bizarre way of...
It's like not a word that you really need to use in English. Like usually when you have like Konglish, which is Korean and English, it's like, I don't know, mom and dad, I don't know the word for that, so I'm just gonna throw it in English while I'm speaking in Korean. But like, do is crazy. Do is unhinged behavior. Like something is not clicking in that skull, okay? But she's like, I'm not really like a technology person. And so technology person refers to what Chinese netizens call someone who is completely iPhone faced out.
You're surgeried out.
You're
Like,
high tech.
Yeah, your face is the product of today's technology.
Yeah, it's like medical innovation that you are displaying on your face, which is totally fine, right? But she says, I'm not a head to toe, full body technology person, just a little bit of tech, like 40% tech. And everyone said, 40%
Girl.
is almost half.
Exactly.
Which again is fine. No one's judging you. But 40% is almost half. Like, are we forgetting that? But she's like, no. Like, I didn't do face a lot. And she says do face in English. And she said just 40%.
脸上镀了嘛，微镀，但真的镀的不多，不是从头到脚都科技人，一点点科技，40%科技吧。
And so everyone is now saying, okay, yucca science, 40% is now small minority. This is not majority. It's actually tiny. So if you own 40% ownership in a company like Alibaba, you know, still nothing. You're broke. You have nothing. You own nothing. Other people are just saying, it doesn't even make sense. She looks AI generated. Like she literally looks like AI generated person. Fans are also making photo collages showing Yucca's face changing from version 1 to version 2 to version 3. I don't know. I think that's a little mean.
Oh, like the progression of the plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think it's a little mean. But you know, she's a little crazy to the point where people start doing TikToks now. And it's like the husband asking the wife, did you flush the toilet? And they go, flushed a little bit, not a lot. Full flush, about 40% flush.
Oh my God.
Well, not like full flush like a lot of other people. I just do a little. Do little, you know. A lot of people are like, when your boss is asking you if you did your work today, I didn't do much, just do a little, you know. Didn't do the whole thing, did 40%, you know.
作业 do 了吗？微 do 吧，但真的 do 的不多，40%科技吧。
So people start using this in school, where they'll like film themselves in school, where the professor is like, did you do your work? And they're like, do a little bit. So it just keeps going. They're like, this is the gift that never stops giving. In fact, another type of science, it's the way she talks. There's this one time where she's selling clothing, which by the way, people bought her clothing and they said it was the worst clothing ever. There's this one where she's like talking about the clothes and she says, it's a really nice brown color.
Whoa.
And I just think that this brown color just looks a little bit different from other brown colors. No, literally like that. Okay, when Tiffany was explaining it to me, I was like, there's no way. I felt like it was the Valley Girl cadence, which I also do sometimes, which is like it's a brown color. Like that, I get it. Like it's a brown color. Like it's
The
attached
white
to the
girl
word,
voice.
right? But there's almost a pause before the it's a brown color. No, literally. Oh, that was the perfect one. She goes, just mid sentence, bro. I'm not fucking with you. This is for real. She goes, it's a brown color. Why are you laughing?
Yo, you're doing it too good. It's creeping me out. What is that?
And she'll go like, thank you, sister.
天火小姐姐，撞彩的，
Netizens are like, bro, this is one we can't even make a TikTok trend. All the girls are like, bro, I have to practice for at least another year and then the TikTok trend would be over because the way she's so naturally is like, is so crazy. And then she does this thing where she's live streaming and some people suspect she's faking it, but she'll be like, I'm getting a call from my boyfriend. So everyone's like, you mean Huang Xiaoming? And then they'll get on the phone and then she'll be like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And she'll say, I love you 8 times nonstop. It'll be like, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. What time are you coming home for dinner? No rush, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.
I'm gonna
Literally
throw
like
up.
that when they're trying to hang up.
爱你爱你，拜拜。好的，好的，好的，好的，可以可以可以。好，爱你爱你爱你爱你，老公我爱你。好，拜拜。好，拜拜。
Instead of like, love you, bye, it's like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love
Like
you, I love you, I love you.
on like while live streaming, right? Like in the
Yes,
camera.
okay, it's totally fine to, I know why you're looking at me like that, okay? Okay, I get it. I'd be saying some dumb shit too when I'm ovulating, okay? I'd be like, love me, but I do it in private, okay? She is live streaming. And also what's crazier is that she has been caught not on the phone before.
What do you mean?
I think that time she was on the phone, but there were a few times where she would be like, oh, I gotta talk to my boyfriend. She'd be like, I love you, like, when are you coming back? And she's not on the phone with
Like
anyone.
the camera, the phone looks like it's off.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so then once this one came out, people are like, no, it makes sense. Like, Yaka makes sense because Huang Xiaoming needs someone like this. He needs a girl that is obsessed with appearing a certain way and will be like, love you, you're so hot. Like, thank you for teaching me how to eat cake. I never knew how to shove a dessert, a sugar bomb in my mouth before you grace this planet. Like, people are saying they kind of seem like the perfect match. And they think that, you know, maybe Angelababy can finally be free now and she'll be happier. And then these two will be happier by themselves. Until more drama hits. Paparazzi comes out and they expose Yaka fully. They say that in fact, she is not who she claims to be. She is not from a wealthy family. In fact, when you go through her Instagram pictures, she had joined a socialite club.
Oh yeah.
So it's where you pay a monthly fee and you get to rent clothes like Chanel bags and Chanel tweed jackets, and then they'll like rent a penthouse suite at one of the top hotels, and they'll all take turns taking pictures in that suite with like these designer clothes, designer bags, or sometimes shopping bags. And you can see that her and a bunch of other smaller influencers have the same pictures, and a lot of them, like, people were originally thinking, oh well, maybe they're copying Yaka because now she's becoming big, but they were posted before Yaka. And then people are exposing like everything her mannerisms are all taught by these online classes or like in-person classes of how to become a socialite so that you can marry a rich guy.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
then they exposed her for that. And then the paparazzi exposes her that her and her ex-husband, the ex-husband does seem to have a lot of money, but the reason that she got no money from her ex-husband is not because she didn't want it. It's because he forced her to. Apparently, allegedly, the ex-husband knew that she was targeting Huang Xiaoming. So a lot of people are saying like, hey, if she plotted this whole thing to marry an A-lister and faked this socialite life so that she could get an alimony or marry an A-lister or have a baby with an A-lister, it's something that you can morally be against, but it's not like, she's
Evil.
disgusting, right?
No,
I mean,
in this
maybe.
economy?
But I think where people are upset is it seems like she went after him while he was still married. So I think that's where people were drawing the line. And so all of this gets exposed after her Yeka science, and it gets so bad that Huang Xiaoming's, his next movie that debuts, completely tanks. Nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's supporting him. Even if, like, in that hypothetical situation, if it were true, where she was targeting him,
he would be the victim, but people still didn't care because of just how
Well, he fell for it.
obnoxious she was being. She also is such a pick-me. She would say really offensive things on live stream. So she's from the south. She's from southern China. Shanghai is in the south. And China's so vast, and there's so many different types of people in China and different types of like regions and different cultures and different foods. But she would consistently say like the northern people are so obnoxious and loud and just... And it's like, and then she'd be like, and I'm so like petite and small. So like, I think southern China, it's like people are physically shorter.
Yeah.
And so I think northerners are like taller. And like, you know, the Chinese fashion TikTok? I think a lot of that is in the north because they're so tall. I think that's what I heard. Anyway. So she would say things like that, offend all of northern China. She would also bring up these old just musical legends, and people would be like, do you listen to so and so? Like, think of a non-controversial musical legend. And then she would say, no, he's like I don't listen to perverted music.
Oh,
and the music is not perverted. And so with all of that, Huang Xiaoming had to publicly apologize for dating Ye Ke. He had to announce that they are no longer together, but she does have a child with him. And that is where Ye Ke is now. She is still posting online.
So
yes.
they announced that they're dating, but then like every live stream, like all the things that she's doing, just like getting more and more problematic. People are just like going in, and then all her questionable past is getting dug up.
So originally it's like all the articles are coming up and people are like, that's weird, but also who cares about them? And then the Ye Ke science started happening and people are like, this is crazy, 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 crazy. And then she starts saying things like the northerners, this musician, and then she just like, even Wang Sitong came out and said, bro, no one would even go to their wedding if they get married because she's managing to fucking offend everyone in the country. She's just really bad.
That's crazy. You know what's, you remember Wang Sitong?
Yes.
Went to Angelababy and Huang Xiaoming's wedding, and he was the best man for Huang Xiaoming. So they're besties.
Yeah, but he said no one's gonna go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then he's like literally calling out Huang Xiaoming like, hey, what's going on with your girlfriend? She's literally she's on a mission to piss everyone off.
Yeah.
Even he doesn't like her. And so she would say all of these offensive things, just like, I'm not obnoxious. It's just pick me energy, pick me annoying energy, where she's just very not likable. And then the paparazzi guy starts digging into her because now it's like, now people just want to see her go down. And then they discover all of the different lies and maybe the allegation that she had set this up from the get-go. Huang Xiaoming's movie ends up completely tanking. He has to apologize. They break up, but then turns out she's pregnant.
Oh, they found out.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So, and then they're like releasing information of them going to the hospital together. It seems like she's calling paparazzi. Yeah, but it seems like they have a baby together now.
She got what she wanted.
It doesn't seem like it, but who knows, right? And that is where Huang Xiaoming is now. I had no idea that Huang Xiaoming would be connected to one of the events that melted my brain in recent months. The cake eating video. I don't know what else to say other than I gotta go eat a cake and replicate this. I will let you guys know how it goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And I'll be back because I'm coming back with some divorce shows soon. Just you wait, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Hello and welcome to Smosh Reads Reddit Story.
I'm pretty much done. Yep. Wowzer. Yeah. I mean, that was interesting. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm kind of done. The only thing missing is the highlight. And, oh my God. I dug up all of my old, well, not all of them because I have way more than that. But I dug up some old highlighter palette because I didn't even know which one I wanted to put on my face. So many old palette. Look at all that. We got some Morphe, Natasha Denona, Sephora. Ugh. Jesus. Well, that was an entertaining episode to say the least. Uh, yeah. How do you feel about the Chinese verse? Is it entertaining? Is it everything that you've hoped for? Lol. No. 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 Next. No, probably actually. Ooh, this one is glittery. Ooh, wait, I might use this one, but that's a topper. I want to be like that. You want to be like, okay. I don't know about the wanting to be like that part because I feel like in this day and age, people are so obsessed with like success and everything, which is something that I can understand. Like obviously in this economy, you do whatever you can to, to succeed. It's just I feel like the desperation sometimes is a bit too much, you know? I would say the desperation is kind of sad even. But that's just me though. Cuz like sorry. I feel like I don't know if I'd be able to create drama just to be relevant. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I feel like once the public looks at you and once you become a certain like too popular, people dig up everything that you've done in the past 20 years of your life and it's like I'm not allowed to be stupid and 15 like yeah, and I grew up on social media. People are gonna dug up the dumbest shit that I said in my entire life. And it would be very annoying to have to come online and apologize every single time I said something offensive on Facebook when I was fucking 16, okay? That shit would piss me off. So, yeah. I would very much like to keep my stupidity for myself without anybody's judgment or scrutiny. Yes, I like what I'm seeing. That's a good highlight. Woo! Really nice. I like a good highlighter. Is that the one that I want? No, that's the one. That's the dark. And I'm gonna add a little topper on top. A little bit of a pizzazz that we're not even gonna see on camera, but I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna know it's there. We love that. We love that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like that. Well, that is it for today's Get Ready With Me stream. I had fun. I was entertained. I ate candies. And I'm happy about it. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm happy about it. It is now time for me to go eat something because I have to come back later and watch some horror movie. Yesterday, the horror movie that I watched, I'm still trying to find an affordable therapist to recover. That movie was absolutely awful. Like, ugh, trauma. You should do absolutely not. I'm not in IRL streaming. I no. That's not for me. I'm gonna leave that to like streamers like I show speed and whatnot. I'm not built for IRL stream. Yeah. I mean, technically speaking, I feel like I'm already IRL streaming. It's just that I'm IRL streaming in my room. And I'm IRL stream when I'm screaming and crying and throwing up while watching a horror movie. 'Cause that's what I'm doing. talking about horror movie, once I'm done eating, the horror movie that I'm gonna watch tonight, I'm not 100% sure yet. I was thinking about watching Long Legs. Bring Her Back is a no. Never again, bitch. Never again. I never want to hear about this movie. Ever. Ah! Fuck. Like, actually traumatizing. Fucking hell. But yeah. Where was I? Greenland 2? There's a second movie? They made a second one? That's crazy. That's very funny. But anyway, I digress. The autopsy of Jane Doe was also traumatizing. You're right. I know. It's logical. Wait, which one did I want to see? Oh yeah, there's also The Conjuring. The Conjuring did come out with another movie. I'm never watching Terrifier. Oh, I also want to watch this one because apparently it's fucking stupid. I have to watch Nosferatu. All right, yeah, we got a good amount of horror movie. I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh yeah, there was also Final Destination and The Conjuring Last Rite. So, oh, and A Quiet Place. And 28 years later. So many movies. I saw Weapon 2 days ago. Yikes. Trauma. Bring Her Back. I never want to hear this movie again. So we're going to continue with my traumatization with more trauma. Krampus. I feel like I heard about this movie before. Anyway, to be continued. Salem's Lot. I just read the Stephen King book. Oh, I might have to watch this though. What? There's a second descent. Oh, you know what, bitch? I'm gonna discuss with myself what I'm gonna do later while I clean up my desk of the 10 billion thousand palettes of makeup that are there. And I'm gonna come back later for horror and anime. So to be continued.